Welcome, everyone. Welcome. This is Stan Kronke, and I'm back again, as Truth from AFTV would say, back again. We're ready to it's game time. It's game time. But before we jump into the stream, before we jump to the game, we have some things that we have to do before we do this. But it's game time. Ready? So we're gonna thank our sponsors first, and then we'll run the thing. Looks like the thing don't want to run. I am not sure what's happening, but I'm getting a freeze. Can everyone hear me? If you can't hear me, just tell me if you can hear me in the chat. I'm not sure why this thing is not working like I would like it to. Having some technical difficulties. I need to work out first. Let me try to get that done, and then we'll start. All right, doesn't seem to be happening. So you know what? If you can hear me in the chat, let me know. Can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me loud and clear? Because I'm not really hearing myself enough. Not sure what's happening. But welcome, everyone. This is the watch along for the Jamaica versus USA game. And lots of enthusiasm, lots of optimism about the upcoming game. I am here with a big monitor in front of me. So if you're watching your TV, you're probably, because I did check today, about 50 to 20 seconds ahead of me, which I always find interesting because you may be announcing not to go before I do. But if you can hold up on that enthusiasm, and I can announce it because I'm pretty loud to announce these things, I will do so. But I do have to stream the game because where I'm sitting, I'm at a desk. I can't be in front of my TV watching it. But I did try to get the quickest stream I could to watch the game. So I'm really looking forward to the game. It should be really interesting. I'm actually watching the players out on the field, at least the US team. It's 21 minutes and about 40-something seconds to kick off. The Jamaica team is on the other side. They're playing the ball amongst them, between themselves. And the US team is also bouncing the ball around. There seems to be a lot of individuals on the field, so it's interesting. But I'm watching the US stream with Alex Lalas, who was a prior international for the US, played in Italy, and one of the stalwart for the US team that did well in the previous World Cup. But I would love your comments, your perspective as we go through the evening talking about the game. As you know, the team is out. The team is what we'd expect, right? The team is not surprising. It's what we'd expect. And what we'd like you to do is support the team. So the team as we know it is Blake in goal, Dexter Lembakisa on the right back, Damian Lowe and Mariappa in the middle. And people have expressed some concern about Mariappa's, what would I call it? Seniority is a good word to use. I wouldn't say his age is senior. And a little bit slower than he used to be. Amari Bell is playing on the left. In the middle, we have Latif Badir, and a shocking inclusion, I must admit, in Kevin Lambert. I didn't see that one coming. I expect DJ to be there, but we're going to trust the coach. And then up front, we have the four amigos, the firepower, the contingent that's scaring CONCACAF and scaring the team in the region with Gray, Bailey, Reed, and Antonio. Not sure how they're going to line up, frankly. I probably expect a 4-2-3-1, but maybe he'll play four across and have Bailey up front with Antonio, which he played, I think, the last game he played against Mexico, and have it spread out with Reed and Gray out wide and Lambert and Lapadura a bit behind them. But it should be an interesting game. It would really be interesting to see not only how we line up, but what system we play. Now, there's been complaints that we don't have a system of play. That how we play is basically there's a Jamaican supposed way of playing, which is we play counter-attacking football. Not sure if there's a consensus on that perspective, but that's a view that's out there, right? So we'll see what happens. Actually, we'll see what happens. May have to change my camera here. I had my camera connected to my monitor, and then I have to watch a game on my monitor, so I may have to switch this. So you have to bear with me. Give me 1 second. But I do believe that we'll play well. That's the one thing I'm sure of. We'll play well. We'll play real, real well. And if we play up to our potential, then we should have a positive outcome. If we play up to our potential. But it's going to be a really interesting game, challenging game. What we should not do is underestimate this U.S. team. The last time they won the Gold Cup 2 years ago, it wasn't a fully loaded team. They have a number of MLS players who played. So I don't think we should have the misconception that because they're not using a lot of their regulars, or at least the ones who played the Nations Cup, that it's going to be a walkover game. And because we have the firepower, we're just going to dominate. I don't think that would be that way. I think they may control the possession game, and I think they will to some respects. But I do expect us to have more possession than we've had in the past, because if we can get the ball to the 4 players up front, we should be able to do well. But it's a big but, right? We have Lambert and Lembakis, and Latif Badir in the middle. The last game, Latif played the 8 and Russell played the 6. So curious to see if Latif can actually stay home in this game. I know he plays on the right back, center back. But we'll see what happens. So tell me, what's your prediction in the game? What score are you predicting? What are you predicting in this game? Sean said Jamaica 3, US 0. Wow. We really are confident. I have to 3. I don't think the US has gotten beaten 3-0 by any CONCACAF team in a long, long, long time. Very optimistic, Sean, but it's good that you're optimistic. It's good. Owen saying 2-1 to who, Owen? Because I can't just say it's going to be Jamaica now. If you put a score, I don't know what that score represents. Is that Jamaica or is that 2-1 US? So let me know. Let me know who you're predicting 2-1 for. Mr. United, I assume that you're Manchester United, or probably not as united as they have been in history, but you're saying 1-1. Interesting. That's not a bad perspective. I think the US is a good team. Think about it. A lot of these kids for the US are players, I should say. I don't want to call them kids. Either play MLS or have played in the World Cup qualifier. So it's not as if they haven't played at the highest level of the US. It's just that the US have a volume of players, quality players who can play, and they can pick 2 teams for these competitions. Leighton says, my declaration is Jamaica 2, USA 0. So let me ask the question of the audience. We're saying 2-0, 3-0, but are you confident in our defense and our midfield? Right? Because, Mariappa is not what he used to be. He's a much more seasoned veteran who doesn't have the legs he used to. And Lambert, to me, is still pretty new to these competitions. He's played before. He's played for Jamaica quite a bit. But he's probably more substitute than starter. And even when he starts sometime, he's not in the game. So Owen is making it clear that it's Jamaica 2, US 1. I'm not really focused on this. The score is important. The score is not necessarily important. The victory is important. So if we win 10-0 or 2-1, to me, it's the same. Because I do expect us to win against Trinidad, even though Trinidad, the last 2 times we played them, albeit with a different team, drew one and beat us at our home. And I don't expect St. Kitts, even though they've played well through the qualifiers, to be able to compete with us. Michael Ramsey, Jamaica will be 5-0 down by halftime. Michael Ramsey, it is not good on a Saturday night. At this time, normally we want to have festivities on Saturday night to be drinking this early. Well, in the East Coast, it's almost 10 o'clock, so maybe you've started earlier. Normally, you should be doing that drinking after 12. And don't drink and drive home, Michael. All right, don't drink and drive home. Not a good thing. I don't think 5 would be in the cards. Sean is saying Jamaica 3, USN 1. Okay, Sean is giving the USA 1. He said, okay, Kronke, I'm going to give the USA 1. Sorry for them. I'm watching the players on the field. I see Gray looking good in that blue warm-up top. They're showing his stats, 4 goals in 33 EPL appearances this year. So a lot of focus is going to be on that forward line. I think that's what the focus is for the U.S. And I'm watching the broadcast here now. Even I can't hear the comment, but what they're posting in their write-up is that a lot of the camera is focused on Gray. You know he plays for Everton. Welcome, Andre. Welcome back, Andre. Welcome
yes,
back.
yes. Boy, I noticed the change of apparel.
Yeah, well, I have to show this.
Okay. And tell me.
That was my warm-up jersey. Earlier was my warm-up jersey. It's a real thing.
Oh, that was your okay. That's the real thing.
I brought the warm-up earlier. That's a warm-up. Like the players do. This is the real thing. It's game time.
I hope it's not too noisy here.
It's a little
Can
bit.
you hear me properly?
It's not deterrent. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, wonderful. So here trying to watch the game, do this watch along, and with a good friend of mine as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes it challenging. But the players are going back into the locker room, so they're gonna go change out into their game outfits to come back on the field.
Which is the shirt you have on?
Which I'm not sure if it's the away kit or not, but it should be the shirt I have on. Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on these predictions? Yeah, I'm seeing 3-1, 2-1.
Yeah. Well, Jamaicans expect Jamaica to win with this firepower that we have. That's been the whole discussion on the traditional media and in YouTube that Jamaica should win this game, given that the US is not bringing their A team. And even if they bring their A team, Jamaicans will still be confident.
But so let's look. I'm a fan, right?
Yes, I do know you're supportive of Caribbean teams, including Jamaica.
Right.
Maybe hard, but yeah, including Jamaica.
No, it's not hard.
Jamaicans don't make it easy. They don't make it easy.
You see, I'm a football guy, and I think about how things should be, and how things could be. And Jamaica right now, as I often say, it's in a very good moment. And people are excited and they're predicting a Jamaican win and that kind of stuff. But the way I live my life, I try to look ahead and see what you think would be the mood, what would be the conversation if it continues like it's been going over the past 10 games.
Oh, if we lost today?
Yeah.
It would not be good. Even though it's the US, because people would say you're stacked with firepower. The US is not a full strength. How could you lose? Look, I think people are understanding that the coach has not had a fixed squad at his disposal with his best players to play all these games that we have lost. Right? He's only had us for 7 games. The 3 previously were not under his regime. It was more Paul Hall. But I think there's a perspective and a view that we have to turn this around and start winning games, regardless of who is playing on the field for Jamaica.
Right.
And with 5 Premier League players in your squad, 4 in this game, there's and maybe 5 in this game because Amari Bell is going to be in the Premier League next year. Pinnock is not here, obviously. That we should be winning.
What happened with Pinnock?
Pinnock had some family emergency that he couldn't get out of.
Okay.
Yeah. His wife had just had a baby. We know of his wife having a baby, but there's some emergency there. Not sure what the specifics. So he could make. He's in the squad. He's in the squad that's being provided CONCACAF. but it was too early for him to arrive. So there's hoping that he's going to come, but I'd be surprised if he does.
Well,
I'd be surprised.
When it comes to family, you just have to allow him all the time he needs to deal with that.
Well, from where I sit, if he comes, I'll be surprised. If he doesn't come, he's putting family first, which is important.
Right, which is very important. Very, very important.
Yeah.
Well, we are actually 9 minutes away, probably.
We are approximately 9 minutes away from game time, and we can't wait. I think Jamaican squad is confident. I'm cautiously optimistic because you can't underestimate the U.S. They're brimming with confidence. No matter who they put on the field, they believe they can beat any team, even the teams outside of CONCACAF. And confidence goes a long way in allowing you to perform. The teams are in the tunnel. I can see the goalkeeper for the U.S. who's also an Arsenal player.
Yes.
Right, the camera is focused on him, and I'm seeing a number of players lined up behind him. So they're in the tunnel.
Would you like to try to get Omar for a couple of minutes before kickoff? I mean, the atmosphere must be different now. Or someone else.
Let me try. He probably he's a little bit ahead of me, but let me try. I did tell him that I'll come back to him. I'll come back to him at halftime, but let's hope he picks up, because sometimes in the stadium the battery. Omar.
Oh.
Neo, how is it going? I see them in the tunnel. How are things going? Okay, excellent. What's the mood in the stadium, and how is the Jamaican population and contingent?
Yeah, the Jamaican contingent, as I said, the number of the chosen. We need to be more organized, because everybody is sitting in the front section. If you look throughout the stadium, you'll see Jamaicans in every section. If we had sat in the sections closest to each other, then you really could tell how many people are here. Because we're so scattered. We're not sparse, but we're here though, they feel us.
Okay, all right. So here's what. So the vibes is good then.
Yeah, I do think, man.
Okay. All right. So we'll come back to you at halftime. All right.
All right. Cool.
All right. Bless her. So that was Neil, our resident lawyer, who is at the game at Soldier Field, and he said there's thousands of Jamaicans there, but unfortunately we are spread out, which is never a good thing. You want your crowd to be the same location. It can be heard more. Mr. Mighty, Mr. Man of Glass or Steel, which one is it? How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Andre. Andre, I think.
What's up, friend?
Yeah, it's Andre. Mr. Fortune, Andre. He's a fortune. The man is rich. He's Fortune. His last name is Fortune. And by the way, Andre's a football person, because Andre have two kids in the Trinidad team, play for Trinidad, so well-rounded football in all respects. Mr. Man of Superman. I'm gonna call you Superman. Hey, Superman, what's your prognostication for the game? What are your thoughts?
Let me tell you, before you go, I just had, Christopher Hull?
No, I don't know, Chris.
He plays schoolboy football.
Yeah, he played for Clarendon College.
Yeah, and Fion from Clarendon College as well.
Yeah, man, I know them.
Yeah, they both just played with me last weekend.
Oh, okay.
Two nice boys. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
But aren't you in the States? They're in the States?
Eh?
Or are you Trinidad?
Yeah. No, in the States.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're
both
going to college or something like that.
Yeah, they're trying to they try to see how they can get some opportunities. That's good though. That's good. They're good kids. So let's talk football. Let's talk Jamaican football.
So before we jump into football, the teams are on the field. They're lined up for their national anthems. I see Mariapa up close. I see Low up close. So it's all good. Let's start the football. Go ahead, Mr. Superman. Go ahead, Superman.
Yeah. I mean, with every time Jamaica plays a game, usually cautiously optimistic, hoping for the best. But you know, I think this is the best chance we have of probably winning a Gold Cup based on how things have turned out. So I'm hoping that we can start off on a positive note, and let's see how things will turn out.
So, are you? What's the score you're predicting?
Predicting a draw, 1-1.
Oh, okay. Most people I know are predicting a win.
Why are you predicting a draw?
I mean, on the face of it, I don't think that our preparation has been the best, and I think that although a lot of people don't give it a lot of credit, I think when you're going into a tournament that's like a short tournament, I think preparation is of utmost importance. And I don't think, I know we had a camp and stuff, but I didn't think that the camp was, what you call it now, I didn't think we got an opportunity to maximize the camp because quite a few of our main players, they weren't at that camp, and they went to Chicago probably a week before, but I mean some of the players started training like Thursday, Wednesday, thereabouts. So I know that I think as the tournament progresses, we'll get better, and so I'm not too concerned about that. But for this first game, I'm thinking that we may come away with a draw.
Excuse me. They're playing the national anthems. I think the U.S. anthem being played. So we're almost at game time. Games will start at 10:06. The ball should kick off then. I think there's a lot of anticipation by the Jamaicans for this game. The stadium is full, it's sold out. And so the field is I'm not sure it's totally sold out, but it looks that way actually. Stadium is full up tonight, 9 o'clock in Chicago. People are out. Enthusiasm is in the air. And Jamaicans are very optimistic about the outcome. Very optimistic.
You see, and Michael Antonio is a kid that I like a lot. That watch a couple of documentaries on him, and seems a very humble individual. I like watching him play. I'm a fan of his, so it'd be interesting to see how he deals with tonight in the CONCACAF region. Because look, the truth is, any team that the US put out, they're gonna be competitive. I'd be surprised if they're anything less than competitive. So
I think we have to take our chances. The last game we played against Jordan and the game against Qatar, we got good chances. We don't put them away. And you can't play some of these better teams and not score what I call easy chances, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get
we
punished.
Have to put those away.
Just looking at a comment, Ryan Thompson. I think about 2 World Cups ago, Ryan Thompson was keeping for Jamaica, and I think the last time we went to final, he was the goalkeeper. So it's quite interesting now.
So he's traded his son for the US.
Well,
I think when we see people who have those skill sets, the question is how can we bring them in? So the US lineup has Ferreira, Morris, Sonora, Zendeas, Morrison stands in the middle, Calkin, Long, Miaza, Yedlin, and Turner. Yedlin's the only name I truly know, frankly. That's the U.S. starting team. Turner's in goal, and Turner is a backup goalkeeper for Arsenal. Ferreira, I think we know of. Sonora looked like he's playing the 10. And for Jamaica, as we talked about before, Blake in goal with Bell, Mariapa, Lowe, Lembakisa. In the middle, we have Lambert and Latibadir. We have Graham Bailey out wide. We have Antonio and the Corver Reeve. Seem to be playing up top. So interesting the way they have it set up on the board. I'm not sure that it's going to be a line like that on the field. So we're getting ready to start. And we may have kicked off already because my stream is about 15 seconds slow. So,
do you think it will be a sighting of the honorable management?
I haven't seen management got a yellow card against I think it was Qatar.
He did.
Management at games is a different animal. A different person at games. He gets into the game. So yes, he gets pretty excited at games. He got a yellow card. I made a joke on the I was on the press conference, and I said when after that question, I said that if we had VAR, he probably would have gotten a red.
Yeah.
Funny, man. He's probably very excited.
Bobby Reed is wearing the number 10 shit. Interesting.
Yeah, so we have Gray out left. We seem to have. Yeah, I think it's the formation and setup that we expected. Actually.
Yeah, I think it's a 4-4-2. Yeah.
Yeah, we seem to have.
I'm surprised.
Gray to the left.
Surprised it's not Shamar though.
Shamar instead of Antonio.
No,
playing up top with Antonio.
With Antonio, yeah.
So Bailey's playing up top with. Yeah, they're playing 4-4-2.
They're playing 4-4-2. Bailey is playing on the left side.
Yeah.
On the right side.
Right. So ball is with Low deep in Jamaica's half. We just started the game. You just join us.
So they have hit
against the US.
We're 23 seconds in, and they hit Antonio twice already.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
You're ahead of you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me actually.
Okay. All right.
I think you're ahead of me by about 10-15 seconds. I tried to get the fastest stream, but couldn't. But I did see the hit on Antonio just after you mentioned it. So you can commentate, Andre, since you're ahead. Because I'm going to be catching up to you.
Already. We shared. What the middle of the field? The middle of the field is quite interesting. So, I don't know how long the game is going to take to settle down. You see the intention. The Jamaican team already fall into a shape.
Yeah, US is very organized, and they're gonna play keep away ball, right? They're gonna try to keep the ball, move the ball, keep spread us out.
And I'm not sure. I'm not sure some people seem to think that that Jamaica should press.
No, I don't think we should. I think we should press when they come up a halfway line. I don't think we should start the game pressing. Yeah, I think you start your press because you want to narrow the field down, right? You don't want space behind you. So if you start your press just before they get over the halfway line, then you're only defending your half, and then they have less space to penetrate you. If you press real high and they break the press, you're in trouble. Especially as I don't trust my center halves in the first place.
You see the coach record being displayed across the. What is that? Did you see that?
Huh?
Did you see that? Somebody might
Low
be in trouble here.
They are now thinking that Low may be in trouble, already.
Yeah, he could be in trouble here. He could be in trouble. He could be gone. He could be gone.
No, I don't think so. No, he kicked the ball. No, that's not even a foul. That's not even a foul. Come on, get out. The player's rolling. It's not even a foul. It's not even a foul. It's not a foul. Look at the ball. He kicked the ball. He didn't kick the player. He gets a yellow card.
Let me see the replay.
I think he kicked the ball. Look at it. That's too early for Low. The way he plays.
No, yeah, I think he hit him in the instep. But the guy first touch could have been better.
I don't. That's not a yellow card.
That's so Damian Lowe has been yellow carded.
Damian got a yellow card 2 minutes into the game. That's not a good omen.
That's not good for any player. Yeah, that's not good for any player.
He doesn't play under control. He does this all the time.
I
mean, to be honest, I think that card was.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get the ball that high, right?
Yeah,
you gotta be more careful on that. US is trying to spread the field out. We are 3 minutes and about 40 seconds in. Jamaica versus US. Game is 0-0. Ball on the left hand side with Amari Bell trying to get down the line. We're trying to find Antonio.
Yeah,
Kronke, what's the time on your stream?
3:56. What's yours?
Oh, I'm at 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
So you're ahead of me then.
Yeah.
So you're way
Yeah,
ahead
I'm
of me. You're probably ahead of. I don't mind watching my TV. I'm watching a stream. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's even ahead
I'm
of me.
watching on
What do
ESPN.
you watching on ESPN?
Yeah.
that's
You find
interesting.
ESPN. You find ESPN now, please.
No, it's ESPN Caribbean.
Because
actually.
he's even ahead of me.
No,
It's
just
ESPN
ahead of me,
Caribbean.
and I'm on FS1. What are you? What are you on now?
I'm on ESPN.
Yeah, but what?
I mean, what time are you? What time he means?
Oh, 5 minutes now.
Yeah,
I'm 4:40, so you're 20 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, that's a whole 15 seconds ahead of me. Wow.
It shouldn't be the case though. If you're in the US, you should be getting it almost immediately,
it
right?
should be.
Yeah.
It's on television too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
the
watching a
stadium
stream because I can't.
Stadium
in
looks
front of my TV.
really packed though.
The stadium is packed. You know, the game is sold out. US sell out nowadays, you know.
Hmm.
The US sell out quite a bit. The football is taking hold in the US.
The football has grown considerably in the US.
Yeah, it's growing exponentially, actually.
Yeah.
And the more you watch Premier League games, the more it also helps the MLS, frankly.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize how much the game has grown.
Yeah, we're not getting close to the ball. The US dominating possession. They're just playing the ball around us.
Yeah.
When we get it, we're playing it long. We still can't keep the ball, no matter who we have on the field. And when they get it, they spread us out. And I think we should just play the way we are, stay back. Don't press them all the way up. Let them come forward. And we have to play counter-attacking football because that's what we're good at.
You're saying it's a Jamaican thing? We can't keep the ball? Once the players put on the jersey, they don't know how to keep the ball?
The problem is what you have is you don't have the midfielders with that skill set to get the ball to the forwards and who are comfortable keeping the ball. So if your defense and midfield are not comfortable, which way most of the ball get played, because when you're in dangerous territory, you're more apt to have turnovers, and you're going to struggle.
Well, keeping the ball is more mindset, it's a mentality, right?
Bell on the right, Bell on the left coming forward, going out wide to Gray. Gray looking for a pass, beat his man. Still looking.
Yo, we had the ball just now and Damian Lowe just booted the ball long up, man.
Damian Lowe, that's how Damian Lowe plays. Now he plays the ball well.
Come on.
We're keeping the ball. Oh, you're ahead of me. Yeah, he goes long, forcing the ball as usual. But at least we get the ball. Get a ball went out of bounds, right? The ball. We have the ball deep.
Shot.
Hey, that's a good tackle. That's a good tackle by Lowe. Good piece of skill by Bailey.
Sorry,
Yeah. Huh.
Yep, you see that where there's quality on the ball.
That's impressive.
Oh, that was close. Oh, he almost found at the far post.
Yeah.
That was close. That's what I like about Gray. He's very deliberate in his play. Deliberate in his play.
And just like that, we almost conceded.
It should have been 1-0 there, right? Or 1-1 if you want to call it that. Yeah.
That was too easy. See, Maps isolated is not a good thing. Maps isolated is not a good thing. He should have scored that goal. Maps isolated is not a good thing. They're showing Gray's replay. He goes wide. He drags him again.
Yeah.
I think though he was offside at the far post actually.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we brought in Bernard, why I'm wondering why wouldn't we start Bernard and Lowe?
We're not starting Bernard. We're starting Mariappa, right? We're not starting Bernard.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying because you were saying making the point that Maps being isolated is not a good thing. So I'm saying, why wouldn't we start?
The coach like Maps. The coach like Maps. That's it. The coach is a big supporter of Maps. He wants Maps in his team for some reason. Don't know why. Say again.
Sorry about that.
So we are 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes in. The game is 0-0 Jamaica versus USA. USA dominating possession. Jamaica looking to play counter-attacking football as we do well. Gray has had some touches, and he's been impressive so far.
The game hasn't settled as yet, per se.
No, it hasn't. Jamaica is now trying to press more upfield, though. Hopefully, we're not. Bad header by Mops, and he created a poor header by Mops. Almost gave the ball away in a dangerous position. He held up the forward. He may get a yellow card after that because the referee is pointing there. So a 2 center half may end up getting yellow, but that was a really poor header by Mops.
Well, Demari Gray's back in our half. So we found out we have a winger now who has quality, who actually comes back.
No, Demari Gray tracks back. I said that before and previously. Demari Gray tracks back.
Hey, you know that this player, DeAndre Yedelin was a really good right back when he was a good
right back. He's playing in Turkey now, but he played in England too. He played in the Premier League.
Yeah,
he's at Inter Miami now.
No, he's at Inter Miami now. Yeah, but he used to be in Turkey. I think he was in Turkey before.
He was in Turkey before he came back to Inter. He was in the Premier League.
He was in Turkey.
Got shipped out to Turkey and then he came back.
Yeah. I used to like this player too, Jordan Morris. I thought he was a really good prospect for the US when he just came out. I think he played for Everton too, or one of those teams in the Premier League as well. I think he played in the Premier League too.
Boris Johnson is saying our recovery run needs to be quicker, transition from attack to defense. No, we need to put the ball on the ground and play football. That's what we need to do. So many long balls by Low. Low is always trying to keep the ball upfield. We need to move off the ball and move the ball.
Well, it's 11 minutes and 20 seconds. USA is in possession.
Yeah, US still dominating possession, which is not good.
Yeah, which is interesting. Yeah.
We just gotta make sure that
I'm
concerned about the middle of the field.
Yeah, the middle of the field certainly could be challenging, but the guys up front, do they really like to press? All of them.
Not all of them. Leon doesn't like to press. I think Gray is fine.
Not all of them.
Yeah, Bobby Reed presses too. I think Leon. Yeah. I think that's not Leon's repertoire.
What's his best position in your opinion? The both of you.
You don't want to ask me. I'm not the person to ask. I am not the person to ask.
Well, look, Kronke, I know.
To truth be told, though, I think he would do a better job in like a supporting striker role, because when he's on the wings, he doesn't come back and help us to defend, and he's not that.
Goal. Jamaica score. Jamaica score.
Wait, let me have VAR first. I bet it's great taking the corner. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, but
I'm sure it's Gray gonna take it.
That ball from Gray
was brilliant goal by Damian Lowe. Brilliant goal.
Yeah.
Brilliant cross, brilliant goal. Jamaica won, US nothing.
Villan 1 minute, hero the next.
Yeah.
That's Damian Lowe.
13 minutes in.
Yeah,
yes. And the Jamaicans in the stands are extremely happy. You can see it from their expression.
It's very early in the game, but as I said to you earlier, on the previous stream, that we could be witnessing a shift in the balance of power in CONCACAF probably. Jamaica could join.
That's a brilliant header. That's a brilliant header.
That's a brilliant ball. That was a brilliant ball inside the box. People had no chance.
You know, Gray has been the man so far in this game, you know. You notice that Gray's been the man for Jamaica so far.
Well, I mean, spare thought for Leon Bailey. He was the one that...
He was the one who got the foul?
Yeah.
He's the one that fell down? Okay, good. You're right. Yeah. He drew the foul. He fell down and drew the foul. It's a good thing, Leon.
It was actually foul, though.
He was fouled. He was fouled.
Yeah, he was fouled. So spare a thought for Leon Bailey.
Well, that's what we expect, right? We expect our forward line to create goals. I predicted
Yeah.
a 3-2 game. That's what I predicted. We expect our forward line to score goals. That's why they're there. That's why they are Premier League players. We have a Premier League forward line up there.
What you predicted?
3-2.
3-2. That'd be a lot of goals tonight. That'd be an exciting start.
Because my center backs are challenged. And Lowe may not last the entire game. I'm glad he scored. He may not last the game.
Hey.
Yeah, but I think Bernard could come in and put in a good shift too. I mean, Damian Lowe is not 100% too. So, I mean, to be honest, I mean sometimes he can be a bit erratic and stuff. But one thing I'll always credit him for, he's always that player that's willing to turn up for the country and put out his best efforts. Because
no, he puts in a shift, and he's athletic. He's mobile. Not as composed as like him to be, but no. What the US does really well, actually, guys, they change the play pretty well. You notice that. Yeah. When they're in tight spot, like on throwing or in some part of the field, they know how to change the play, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
I think Bailey's up for it this evening. Bailey's up for it this evening.
Yeah,
he's up for it. That's his best game so far for Jamaica, giving his touches. Because I watched him in Orlando. He was beyond awful. But I like how he's playing this evening.
Yeah, US are under siege now. Demari Gray, they're not tackling him now. Corner.
No, Gray.
When he has the ball, they are not going anywhere near him.
Gray's playing like the build up he's got. He's playing like it.
He's like a man possessed.
Hey, the entire team right now, they're moving the ball quick. Moving the ball very quick. Yeah. This is entertaining, yeah? So far.
See, that's the thing. We got to get the ball up to the forwards. That's the thing.
It's promising.
We have to get the ball to the forwards. They can do their thing. And that's what's important. The question is, can the midfield and defense transition the ball to the forwards in dangerous positions?
Also, Demari Gray is our set piece person now because he's on the corner.
Yeah. He does a lot for Everton too.
Oh, bit overcooked. But we live with that.
Well, you're ahead, so I'm sure the corner went astray as you would have jumped up for a goal.
Yeah,
it was overcooked. It was overcooked.
For sure.
So they have a throw now. US have a throw deep inside their half.
Well, look, the last.
I'm telling you though, that ball, had Damian Lowe missed that ball, that was going straight to another Jamaican. We were all free in the box there.
Well, here's what happened. They were trying to play the offside. The Jamaicans recovered and then went forward. They were trying to play the offside, which is fake the goal. The Jamaicans went back when they went and then went ahead of them. So it was a great movement in the set piece for the Jamaicans.
Oh, well done, Dexter. Good interception there. That ball was going to be thrown goal.
Since the goal, Jamaica look as though they just want to run over this team. The movement of the ball has been very good.
Yes. The US is looking to go behind, though. They're looking to go behind us, actually.
They will, as we discussed earlier, they're not going to give up. The US is going to fight to the end.
Yeah, no, they have decent players out there. It's probably a good MLS team they have on the field out there.
I like the work rate of Joel Latiba there. I don't really fancy him as a box to box.
No, he works really hard, by the way. He works really hard.
And he's good on the ball too. So I mean,
he's very mobile. I wonder if he's disciplined though to play the CDM though, because he loves to be where the ball is.
Well, he's playing like a box now. So
yeah, we're about 18 minutes and 40 seconds in. Jamaica leading the US by 1-0. Game will be played in Soldier Field in Chicago. It's a sold-out game. Jamaicans in the stands, and you can see that enthusiasm and happiness when we scored. Goal scored by Damian Lowe on a header, and it should be noted that Damian also has a yellow card which he picked up 2 minutes into the game.
Yes, so I saw something earlier. It's so usually Because Lambert is playing in the CDM role, so I think probably they're playing two CDMs or something to that effect. But US as a free kick now, but I realized that when Lambert Kesey goes forward, then Lambert just slots over into like that right back position and covers that space. I think he was.
Lambert just had to be. He just had to be patient on that play. No, just be patient.
Yeah, I think,
be patient.
He needs to be patient there, but
just body him. Just body him. Don't be too close so he can turn you. Just body him.
Yeah, but I'm saying usually in the past that play would have been free going down the right hand flank, and we would have been saying the right back is out of position or being poor or something to that effect. So I think so far you can see an intent to sort of fix those problems.
So the US is pushing a lot of players forward. They're going to be open for the counter. They're pushing a lot of players forward. And when they do that, with our speed and our skill, we should be able to get behind them.
If Jamaica scores again, we see some real entertaining football tonight.
Yeah.
So they're gonna double up on Gray now. Yeah. You see the doubling up on Gray right now.
Yep. You're not allowed.
So you need help. You need help. He has to let the ball go quicker though. He has to make quicker decisions. Frankly.
Or maybe we can try a few attacks down the other side where Liam Bailey is.
Corner to the US.
Yeah.
Score Jamaica 1, US 0.
You will put a statue of Halgrims in Kingston tomorrow if he wins this game.
If he wins, he's pretty confident about winning. I still think we're poor on set pieces. By the way, we're not the best set piece team in the world. We struggle with set pieces. We struggle with set pieces. So I know you're ahead of us, and you haven't jumped up yet or hold your head yet. So I guess we're okay.
They kicked that ball into the stands. Their little man is holding on to it. He's not giving it back.
Yeah, that was a bad shot at him. Yeah. That's what happens in sports. If it's in Jamaica, you have to give it back. In some countries, they hold on to those balls. They must think it's a baseball.
You see the fan helping himself to a ball here.
Yeah. He's putting on his. You can't have his stomach or the ball, He put it on his shirt. You can't have his stomach or the ball. He's not giving it back, by the way. Come on, Lambert. Just dip your shoulder and turn on that ball. See that ball a while ago he played?
He didn't need to play that ball.
Dip your shoulder and turn, and you have a lot of space behind you.
So for 4 minutes after the goal was scored, Jamaica looked like, look lively. And now I think they kind of drop off at the moment in terms of
what ball was that?
Who's
that? Bob Reed? That's a poor ball. You're forcing the ball in a tight space. You get the ball by yourself, just hold on to the ball. We are 22 minutes in.
Poor decision by the referee. But really, I think they could have just kicked that ball for a throw, but that's a poor decision. That's not a corner.
It is a corner. It touched him. Just before the ball got the line, it touched him. He should just kick the ball down the field. I don't know what he's trying to do. The ball touched his foot. Look at it. He should just boot the ball down the field. You're giving away a free kick for no reason. Kick the ball down the field. And we're not great on set pieces.
Ooh. Well done, Joel. This Matt Ziga player, used to think he was a Chelsea player at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put it up by Lamborghini.
That was too easy. That 3 consecutive crosses into the box.
Yeah, that was too easy. Beat this man too easy.
Yeah.
The Jamaica free kick.
24 minutes. Jamaica 1. Say nil.
So I'm 18 seconds behind you. How can you be in Jamaica getting the speed quicker than I'm getting it, even though I'm streaming? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's 15 seconds ahead.
I think, what happens? I think the US probably delay their they delayed just in case something happened. They probably delayed 30 seconds actually, so they can if something goes bad, they can prevent you from picking it up.
The only thing could go bad from their perspective is that they lose the game tonight. That's the only thing.
No, I mean, if something happens, that broadcasters like to control those things. They're like a 20, 30 seconds gap, so they can control it. So somebody use a curse word or something that's loud or whatever it is, they can beep it out. I'm assuming that's why the feed in the Caribbean is quicker than the feed here. So U.S. with the ball in their own half. We're 24 minutes, almost 25 minutes in. Jamaica lead the U.S. by 1-0. Goal scored by Damian Lowe. Jamaica playing the ball around, looking for passes, but always end up going long for some reason. We don't feel comfortable just playing the ball around. We have to go long at some point.
Yeah, but that was
it's in our DNA.
That pass just now, that was well read by Lowe.
Yeah.
That was.
But he's going to go long. Yeah, he's going long.
No, but
that's a good ball.
Yeah, that was a good attempt.
Oh, that's a foul ref. That should be a yellow card, referee. That has to be a yellow. He took him out. Yeah, he took him out. And he was flicking over his head too. He didn't play the ball. He played the man the whole way. That's a yellow card. He didn't thought about the ball. He didn't play the ball. He took the man out. That's like a rugby tackle. Look, that's a rugby tackle.
The score is 1-0. He could lie down on the floor for a minute.
And he didn't get a yellow card, which makes no sense. I could see if the man went for the ball. He didn't go for the ball at all.
That's a penalty to Jamaica. That is a penalty to Jamaica. Foul on Kevin Lambert.
Yep. That's a penalty. Yep.
That's a penalty.
Yep.
Foul on Kevin Lambert.
Oh. Lambert seemed to be in the box. He got a penalty in the last game, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Well, let's see what VAR says.
No, he didn't. The last game.
He got a penalty too.
About the Jordan game, yeah, he got a penalty in the Jordan.
Yeah,
game.
the cross game, and he got a penalty.
Yeah, I will tell you what I said. You don't have to wait on VAR. He kicked him in the stomach.
Yeah, he did.
Yep,
but
I'm
wondering if
a yellow card. Actually, it should be a yellow card.
Yeah, but what I'm wondering if before the ball went to him, Antonio looked as if he pushed Jordan Morris.
No, that doesn't count. They both a penalty. Unless you're gonna say that's a foul, he's been pushed around too.
Who is gonna kick
this penalty?
Leon Bailey.
Really?
Leon Bailey is over the penalty.
I like how Lambert threw himself down. As if he got shot. And he got him for making a penalty.
Yeah, he could go into the acting after the football career ends.
So we are 28 minutes in. Jamaica with a penalty. I'm taken by Leon Bailey.
Leon Bailey, left-footed
looks for it up today. He's going to take with his left foot.
Looks quite focused.
Keeper playing games. Don't want to go on his line. Come on, Turner. Go on the line.
Mm-hmm.
This is one time we don't want to see a Premier League quality, Turner.
I know you saw it already. I heard the whistle.
Oh,
he missed it, boy.
Not surprised if he missed. Yeah, that's Bailey.
He missed it.
He missed and he got a rebound and he fluffed it.
He missed the rebound.
Come on, Bailey.
Look.
The rebound, the goal is open on the rebound, you know. The goal is wide open. How can you miss that?
He just needs to control the ball. Just control the ball.
No, he doesn't have to control the ball. I'm sorry. Kick the ball on the goal's right foot. You and I can score that, even at this time in our lives. It's harder to miss. It's harder to miss than to score. It's harder to miss than to score.
It's no. To score an empty goal is very, very difficult.
No. I'm sorry. The goalkeeper's at the post. The goalkeeper's at the post. So it's not in the middle of the goal. The goal is wide open.
Why? Yeah, but it's on his weak foot. Although some people might think nobody had to score that. Look,
No, it was on his weak. It was on his weak mind.
Yeah, let's be serious. He plays in the Premier League. He's supposed to score that.
That is
Boris,
awful.
No, Boris, keeper move early. Boris, the keeper have 1 foot on the line.
Now how does that affect?
I don't care what the keeper missed. So keeper can save a penalty because they move early. But the goal is open, okay? It's open. The goal is open.
Wasn't Antonio asking for that PK? Sometimes
I don't know who's asking for it, but
when there's not clarity among the players and there's that little tussle sometimes, it could interfere with the concentration.
Look, people miss penalty. People miss penalty, but the rebound, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a chance to make it 2-0.
2-0 is a different game, 2-0, US has to take more risk.
Yeah, so the US just had a header that was close.
We're not good when the ball comes in the box, No matter how tall and big we are poor when the ball comes in the box. Yeah. We're watching the game. We're 31 minutes and about almost 32 minutes in. Jamaica leading the US by 1-0. And the big news of the evening, apart from the goal, is that Leon Bailey, Jamaica's talisman, as they call him, kicked the penalty, got saved by Turner, got the rebound, goal is gaping, wide open, and he missed.
Kronke,
I'm sure that deflated people in the stands. Huh?
You're the one putting up the comments?
Yes.
Okay. So we are.
What's Gunner's boss saying? Both you and Manizat Bailey are talking about Bailey must go. Can you do what he do? Okay, somebody must have said Bailey must go. And Gunner's boss, who's a Bailey fan, is saying that's not a fair comment. Gunner's boss, fans have their own minds and own opinion. They can say what they want to say. You may disagree with them, but
poor miss.
That's Bailey's job, right? That's his job. So he can get criticized for his job or not doing his job.
Well done, Demar. I agree. Really good work coming back there.
And he's way ahead of me. I hate when I'm not the person ahead. I struggle with that. I struggle when I'm not ahead. And normally I am ahead, Most times I'm ahead, but I can't watch the game from my
I'm really impressed with the effort being shown by Gray.
Gray's a good player.
He's up the pitch, and when we lose the ball, he's almost in front of Bell. He's almost like he's stepping on Bell's toes.
Yeah.
That's a good trait. We haven't had a winger like that in a while now.
Well, Bobby Reed plays the same way, right? Bobby Reed plays the same way.
Yeah, but
he comes back.
The truth be told, we haven't really put Bobby Reed in that position in a minute. I mean, he's playing there.
The team is working hard, and the team is playing smart, right? We start in the defense just about our own half. I think we should. Mops is another poor header. Mops is another poor header again. Poor header by Mops. You have to head the ball in the air if you're going to head the ball. So you give yourself time to get under the ball. If you're going to head it down, you got to be to one of your player. It can't be head down to the opposition. I'm telling you, Mops should not be on the field. I'm saying it since day one.
Oh!
They scored.
Just wide. Nope, just wide.
We struggle from set pieces.
Yeah, Morris was on
immensely from set pieces. The ball comes in the box and you start getting nervous because
he's on set
pieces. Oh, he should have scored that.
Yeah,
how we can? I bet everybody is in Mariapa's area too. I bet it's in Mariapa's area. I'm telling you, Mops a little bit. Let me see this play. Oh, it is. It's not really Mariapa. It's low with him. It's a good run that he made. It's very difficult. He hit him on the shoulder, actually. He should have scored that. I don't know how we can have such a big team, an athletic team, but we can't get on the ends of ball in our box. Like the last two times the ball in the box, they're the ones who had the ball, not us. That just doesn't make sense to me. and we go long again. They get the ball, they play it up. We get the ball, we go long. I think Bailey may have gotten hurt. He's down on the field.
Damian Lowe is trying to instigate that someone else needs to be carded. Come on, Leon.
Yeah, he got pushed down. Yeah.
The more they show this penalty, the more it doesn't do you any justice.
That miss is not forgivable. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can't miss that. It's hard to miss that. I'm telling you.
That miss is
okay. So they show it now. So the ball came back to him. Turner's on the floor, and he kicked the ball way to the other side. He could control the ball, walk it in the goal, do anything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Turner is outside his goal. He's outside his goal.
Yeah,
he's not even in the middle of the goal.
Yeah, he's at the post. But what I'm saying is,
he could have take a touch on that second one.
That miss is similar to the miss that Bobby Reed had.
Antonio's down. I think he went up for a header. He's getting a lot of hits,
He's up now.
Yeah,
he's up now.
They're beating him up. He got elbow in his head.
Then Murray Gray again.
Yeah, he put his head. That's a yellow card. He put his elbow in his head. He did actually.
Yeah. Yeah. And now play for Jamaica. I just wish those guys did come straight to play as opposed to wait until they didn't get selected,
Which guys?
I think you mean like Gray and Antonio and those players?
Yeah.
But the truth is, I mean, persons will say that they didn't come until they were not selected. But if we are being totally honest, that's a good. If we are being totally honest, these guys weren't pursued by us for a very long time too. So, I mean, it's just been one story.
I think part of it is a difficult one because when you're trying to advance your career, there's some national teams you pay for them and your profile is raised immediately, right? Your value goes up, and sometimes that they have to consider all of that.
Possible, man.
You get frustrated with Leon. That's how he plays for Jamaica. Or
but I'm
play.
saying, well done, Damian Lowe. Good interception. Hey, Kronke, I'm telling you,
Mario with the ball, dribbling, going forward. He's trying to shoot for why I don't know when he has 3-4 people open. He takes a little soft shot when he has passes to be made.
Kronke, look at that interception by Lowe. I'm telling you.
Lowe covers a lot of ground.
Mariappa is gonna cost us, man.
But Mariappa can't. We know. You and I know. Gray's playing well though. Gray's playing defensively.
Yeah, he's playing very well. He's defending.
Yeah.
And then he's good going forward.
Who I think is in a good job too is Lambert. He's been quietly doing a good job as well.
Yeah. He's playing his role.
Actually, the midfield for 38 minutes.
That's not a foul, referee. Good talk about Lambert. That's not a foul. Lambert won the. Let me just see this again. Player made a bad touch on the ball. Lambert won the ball. That was not a foul. Player threw himself to the ground.
You would get away with that on Wednesday. or Wednesday they wouldn't call that.
Yeah, because they're gonna say that's a Caribbean thing.
Yeah.
Foul there on Bell.
So we are 38 minutes, almost 39 minutes in. Jamaica versus the USA. My team in the goal and green looking good, leading by 1-0. Had a penalty, which we didn't put away, so we should really be up 2-0.
You know what I heard someone complaining about the other day? That the Jamaican...
One second, Superman. Please, if you're in the chat and we don't have a ton of you, please hit the like button, please. Let others see what the stream looks like. Go ahead.
No, Jamaica is on the attack. Oh, Bobby Reed, that's a poor ball. Okay, we're still in possession. Lambert. Ooh!
Did you
Referee, foul. Oh, foul going the next way. Good work there by Damian Lowe. Good.
Kronke, did you suggest that Leon should go? I'm not sure what this message means.
Huh?
What does this message mean? Did you suggest? I can't remember here you suggesting.
No, man, someone in the...
No, I think he's talking to somebody in the chat, actually. No, I didn't say Leon should go. I just think Leon doesn't play well for Jamaica. Damien has to be careful. Damien has to be careful. Damien has to...
Wow.
You know what's interesting about this game, Superman? When Bernard played against Jordan, good turn by Lambert. Lambert playing well. Bernard got a yellow card.
That was a brilliant turn, eh?
Yeah, brilliant turn. Got a yellow card. Made a rash tag on another team, another player, and the coach took him off because they want to get another yellow card. But he can't consider it for low because we don't have a replacement. But I would take him off at halftime because he's playing really well, but he can make rash decisions, and you can't afford to go down to 10.
Yeah, because even that time just now when he attacked, I think he went over.
He jumped into the player. Yeah, he jumped in, and he's thinking he's got foul, but he jumped into the player. Antonio's going to be in the bed tonight. He's going to be in a warm, hot bed tonight. He's getting beat up. If you just join us, we have 41 minutes in, almost 41 minutes. Jamaica leading the USA by 1-0. Great goal scored by Damian Lowe from a cross from Demari Gray, who has made his presence felt so far.
Look, Jamaica looks comfortable. I'm sure
we are comfortable.
Oh!
I'm sure the fans
coming forward again, win the ball or try to win the ball.
Ooh.
I'm sure the fans would be happy if this go into the half at 1-0.
Just now.
Who are we going to hear from at halftime, Kronke?
We're going to try to get Neo. I'm going to text Neo, see if he can join. We're getting Neo to join at the half. All right, call him.
42 minutes. Jamaica won.
Jamaica look comfortable, to be honest.
Yeah. US doing a lot of fouling, like to push in the back. But we are pretty comfortable. Come on, people. Please hit the like button. We're comfortable. If it's unfortunate we didn't go up 2-0. US hasn't created much chances apart from set pieces. They haven't been able to penetrate so far.
There.
They had about 3.5 chance.
Bobby Reed.
They had a few headers actually.
Yeah.
One could have been put away. I think what we're doing is we're pressing smartly. That's what we're doing. We're trying to press smartly. And most of the turnover we get is Lambert and his long legs in the middle.
Good tackle there by Damian Lowe.
Wow.
USA, this is about their 5th or 6th corner, you know.
Yeah. Why didn't we call Bailey for that ball? Bailey should have gotten that ball.
Did you all just hear that piece of information shared by the commentator?
No, I can't listen. I can't hear because
that if the US was to lose this game, it would be the first time the US lose a game on home soil to a Caribbean team since 1969.
Wow. That's an amazing stat.
Yeah, it is amazing.
That's an amazing stat.
Yeah, I'm thinking. To do
that.
That was a foul on Bobby Reed. That has to be like a yellow card.
Twice in 9 days would be even worse.
He called a foul, but then should that be a yellow card? It's 1-on-1, you know. It should be a red card.
That's what Reed is saying.
A red card. It's got to be a red. Oh, he called foul against Bobby, but he called foul against Bobby Reed or foul for Bobby Reed?
No, for him, but Reed is trying to tell him that he
That's
was
going to be a red card. It has to be a red card. It's a one-on-one. There's nobody behind him. Is there defensive cover? I didn't see one.
No, there wasn't. That's what Reed was trying to tell him, but he wasn't having it.
So where's VAR? Is VAR in the game? I haven't seen any VAR around. I'm not sure we're playing with VAR. Does anyone know if VAR is?
I'm thinking they should, but I'm not sure. Yeah, man, I think they did, because when I looked at the card thing, I think they had a team for VAR. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be played. With 45 minutes have elapsed. We're playing 2 minutes.
Well, two minutes at a time. Jamaica is looking like they're gonna go into the half with a 1-0 lead. I think there'll be a party in Chicago tonight, Kronke.
If we win, yes, but you know what? I don't want to speak to.
Oh
No, don't tell me
did
that.
he miss that?
Uh-oh.
Oh, did he miss that?
Is Duppy?
That was too easy. Look how easy they bring the defense down.
By Blake, though. That was a good save.
But that was too. They just watching the defense. You're playing a 15, 20-yard pass in the middle. Look at this.
Blake is down injured.
That
was a magnificent save by Andre Blake.
Yeah, I think it's a very good save.
That was a brilliant save.
Yeah, it's a very good save.
That was too easy, though. That 1-2 was too easy. That was way too easy. Blake is down. That was way too easy. They broke the defense down too easy there. He tried to get Blake with the eyes, and Blake wasn't falling for it. It's a brilliant save. He looked across, and Blake didn't go for it.
Come, Leon. Come on now. Mikel. Oh, Leon Bailey's on the ball. Pass. Jesus Christ.
Easy.
And Leon Bailey's on a counter attack. There's a player to the right.
So he has the ball in the middle of the field, dribbling. He needs to find somebody. He was open. But he go back. He was wide open.
He has a pass to his right, though, half time.
He's trying to do too much, like he normally does with Jamaica. And Gunner's boss is always defending him. And he doesn't deserve the defending, Gunner's boss. I hate to tell you that. He doesn't play smart back football. Antonio was wide open to roll the ball into his feet so he can go to the goal. And he turned back, dribbling like he lost something on the ground. I'm not sure what money he lost on the ground he's looking for. But it's not smart football. Sorry. So we're at halftime.
So it's 1-0 at the half.
Well, Kronke, it seems the coach wants to bring in Brown because he's having a long conversation with Javin Brown.
For who? For Limby?
I don't know, but these coaches having a long conversation with Javin Brown.
So I just got a text from a friend of mine. I got some text from a friend of mine, and he's not having it. He's losing his mind. He's texting. I won't repeat what he says because it can't be for public consumption. Let's just say he said, "Man, pass the ball." That's what I ended with.
I'm thinking he used some colorful Jamaican Creole.
Yeah, he wasn't having. He just wasn't having that play. He's like, yeah. The last thing was pass the ball. That was it. I mean, first of all, in the Premier League, they train you. You should always be looking up. So if you looked up and saw a pass, why would you roll the ball? You have 3 men around you. The defense converging on you. You have to have the foresight and the view to see your teammate. It's just not a good look. US getting too many chances though. They've got clearer chances than we have, right? They got a chance in the first. They have 2 clear chances in the first half. 1 clear header, and the 1-on-1 with Blake a while ago. And that was too easy. Us getting broken down in the box with that 1-2 a while ago. That should not happen. Who was saying Jamaica beat USA in Atlanta? Jamaica hasn't beat USA in Atlanta recently. I'm not sure where you get that from.
No, man, we did.
Where you get that from?
Yeah, but it did.
It wasn't official.
It was a friendly when Shamar Nichols scored.
Okay. They're talking about official competition like the Gold Cup, right? Or Nations League or World Cup qualifier. We should have beat US in Jamaica, by the way, in World Cup qualifier. Damian Lone scored that header, and he was taken away. That's how VAR came in. So we actually won that game 2-1. That was a game we should have gotten that they took away from us. Boris Johnson is saying, hope the coaching staff can make the right tactical decision going to second half. So if you just joined us, we are watching the USA versus Jamaica football game in the Gold Cup. This is the first opening game of the Gold Cup. It took us all the way to the Midwest in the middle of the night, but we have a bunch of contingents down there, a bunch of fans there supporting the team. It's a sold-out stadium, and Jamaica is doing the nation proud so far. At the end of the first half, Jamaica leading by 1-0. I think the talk of the half is not only the goal we scored, but more importantly, Lambert, in the second game in a row, got a penalty. Penalty was taken by Jamaica's local star, Leon Bailey. They have to make those distinctions, because we get grief about these things. And Bailey missed it. The keeper saved it the first time, which happens in football. Got the ricochet, and he will not want to see this ever again in his life because the goal, he was 6 yards away. Let's make it 8. Say it was far away. It was on his right foot, which is weaker foot. And he did something which was hard to do. Because the ball was on the right, Turner was outside his goal to the left. He missed the entire goal. And I'm telling you, if you see the game, I'm not exaggerating, it was hard to do. You have to try to miss it, deliberately to miss it. And even then you may not be able to miss it. Because the goal was so wide open. But anyway, we digress. From Jamaica leading 1-0. It's a happy story so far. We don't have to win by 10 or 6. If I was to analyze the first half, and I'll give Superman a chance to do so, and when Andre come back, I have some perspective. What's your view on the first half, Superman?
I think it was a decent first half of football. I think Jamaica, US had some opportunities which they could have put away. I think Jamaica had the clear opportunities, especially that penalty that Leon Bailey missed. But all in all, I think it's an improved performance from the Jamaican team in terms of what we are used to, or even what we saw in the 2 games against Qatar. But I expect that because when you add players who are playing at a high level, they are better able to carry out the instructions of the coaching staff. So you would think that based on that, you would expect them to be a lot better and the game to be more competitive. I think there are still some points where the USA seem to be able to get in behind our defense and putting crosses in the box. And though we haven't conceded from across thus far, I don't think that we have improved drastically in that area, because I still think that US are getting a lot of free headers and stuff like that. I think though in terms of the midfield, though we don't have a lot of creativity in terms of the midfield, I think that the midfielders have been doing a very good job at keeping the US team at bay. So hopefully, they can bring that into the second half. And I think if the players up front, well, probably more Leon Bailey, is able to combine more with the other attacking players, then he himself too could get on the score sheet or could put in a better performance and help to increase his confidence and stuff going forward.
So wait, let me give me 1 second here. 1 second. We want to add a resident fan who's an attendant, a resident lawyer, a resident. Good evening. That's your son, Neil. Say hello, Neil. This Neil, and that's Kata right there in the background. And he's saying 1-0, and he's happy and he's laughing. So we have the oligarch who is at the stadium, as you can see on the feed, and he's very happy. So Cataract, what's your
Coach,
thoughts
I
on
don't
Bailey
wanna
missing
know
that? Yeah, he's very happy. Very happy.
King
He's very
Cataract.
happy. They look like they're in the boondocks, though. They're way up. I thought they were closer to the field. So we're as you can see from the feed, we're getting a survey of the stands. You can see sold out. They're amongst a bunch of Americans, though. They're not in a contingent of Jamaica. We have to change that going forward, actually. We have to get our yellow shirts in the same place. So we have Neo, our resident lawyer, at the game, and Neo is on the stream, and he's showing us the audience, the fans there, and we can see Cataract and a few more fans there. But we don't see a lot of Jamaican fans in that section.
Can you hear us?
Neo, can you hear us, Neo? I think his phone is away from his body, so he can't really hear us.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to go to some place where he can speak because I'm sure it's very noisy there.
So look, let me make this observation here. Do you think that the coach would be
Neo, we can't hear you. Once again, Andre. Neo, we can't hear you. Can't hear you, Neo. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. You have a headpiece? We can't hear a word. Are you on mute, Neo? Neo, we can't hear you. And he's not hearing me either. He's talking, but we can't hear him. Can you guys hear him? I can't hear him. Neo, we can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. No, yes. You got to talk to the phone. Talk to the phone.
Yeah, man, I just say, man, the vibes are nice here, right? We all are disappointed that Leon Bailey didn't score that goal. But we hoping come second half, the coach is going to find a way to get Damari Gray into the game. Because we think Damari have more to offer, okay? But I'm not going to stay because it's just too loud, okay?
All right, thanks, Neil. Thanks for checking in. Checking after the game also. Thank you. Good job. I think what Neo is saying is that the fans are disappointed about Bailey missing that penalty on the rebound, but they also want to see Gray more on the ball because if you noticed at the start of the game, at the inception, the ball was going to the left. It has moved over to the right with Bailey and Bailey's playing more on the right, even though I think it's two up front. Andre, go ahead. You were saying?
What are your thoughts about what's happening down the Jamaican right side of the pitch, the American left side of the pitch?
Can I abstain from saying anything? I'm just kidding.
No,
look.
I know you can handle yourself.
I went to watch Bailey play in Orlando.
No, and that's defensively.
No, but I'm going to get to that. Yeah. Because most of the ball are going to Bailey on that right side. Let's be fair, right? Mm-hmm. Because in the start of the game, the ball was going to the left to Gray. That's where he created that chance. That's where he tried to beat the man in the box and try to score. The ball has been playing more on the right-hand side because Low is the one getting most of the balls. And he's playing the ball out. So you go to Low, you go to Labadier, Lati, makes his name up. Trying to move it up to Bobby. Then Bailey's getting the ball. So the ball is not going through Lambert, through Amari Bell, and up to Gray. Mm-hmm. Right. So that's why the game is playing. We're more right-sided. We're playing more right-sided versus playing it even on both sides. Mm-hmm. And by the way, the U.S. is attacking through that side more time after too. That's part of it.
Right, and that's what I noticed. And I think if the coach is going to make an adjustment, it's probably going to be in that area of the pitch, because the U.S. has had all of the crosses. Most of them has come in from that side of the pitch, right?
But they're targeting that side for some reason. Yeah, and maybe because they know the young kid is over there, and maybe they know Bailey doesn't run back. Even though Bailey's playing up front, frankly, with Antonio. So that should be part of the picture.
It probably wouldn't be his responsibility.
No, it wouldn't. It would be more like Bobby Reed.
Yeah.
Look, so no, if I think about it, the first, what's your view on the first half in totality?
Ricardo Baggio here saying Lambert solid in the middle.
Yes, I was shocked that Lambert started. But I think what Lambert does really well is anticipate the recipient getting the ball and try to put a foot in or a body in. And then what he did in the last game, like he did in this game, he get himself in the box on free kicks or when we're going forward. So no, Lambert should be commended because I would admit he wouldn't have been in my starting 11. But I think he's much more mobile than Russell was. And frankly, he only played half a game in the last two he played the last game against Jordan. Didn't play the first game in Qatar, and Russell played both games. So I was a little bit surprised to see him starting. Actually, I think the coach actually used practice as a means to determine his team, not for every player, but for some players.
Do you think that man is at risk of getting a yellow or red card tonight?
Not yet. No. I think there's some concern about the pushes in the back by the U.S. players, but they haven't been any rash tackles or anything by the U.S. team. Gray was fouled, I think, pretty harsh on one play. Lowe got pushed down on another, which was a little bit blatant. But no, I think the referee has not been the problem in the game.
But I was asking about management, whether or not management is.
No, I'm saying he only gets yellow card if he thinks there's injustice being done. So right, no, he's not the yellow table yet. He will be if we're losing. That's what happened also. When we're losing, he gets aggravated.
So just to be clear, on his first outing as part of the Jamaican national team staff, he got a yellow card.
On his first outing, you can't take him out of the country. No, you can't take him out. You have to leave him at home. Took him out of the country. You took him to Austria, and he picked up a yellow card on the sideline. He's not even a coach, He's not even on the coaching staff. He's a team manager, and he got a yellow. And he has a reputation. When he goes to the stadium, he has a reputation of how he conducts himself at games. When he goes to stadium at the office in Jamaica, he gets very animated. Let's put it that way.
he's a true Jamaican fan. He's a football fan.
Yeah, he's a true football fan.
Look, Everton Jackson is asking, why did Bailey take the penalty? How many penalties did he take during the EPL season? And Tonya should have taken the penalty.
I think Bailey does. I think Watkins takes penalty for Aston Villa. I don't think Bailey would. I'm not mad about the penalty being taken, right? Because you miss penalties. Keeper gets right sometimes. It was placed in the corner, but it wasn't hit with the right pace. But the rebound.
Yeah, but it was savable height now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
The height that the goalkeeper would enjoy.
If the keeper take off before, right? If he's on the line and takes off early, you have to blast it to get by him if he gets his right. The problem I have with it, so you're showing you again, he saved it. The ball came back to Bailey. He has all day, frankly, to make a decision. He kicks the ball out of bounds. Look at the US maybe making a change, actually.
Yeah, this can be an interesting second half because this is the moment that, look, the US coach is making a move, right? So
he's making a change. He's bringing the knee on. Not sure what he's taking off.
Yeah. So we'd see.
We need to pass the ball better when we're in their third or in their half, right? Bailey has a couple of chances to just lay the ball off. He's trying to dribble for no reason. And by the way, I know people are going to say, well, you're picking on Bailey. No, we're not. He's the one holding on to the ball too long. Nobody else is holding the ball. Lay the ball off when you get it. Hold your head up before if you're a footballer, your head should be looking down, should be looking up.
Well,
so let's hope we're going to start the second half.
The objective here is to win the match, right?
Say again?
I said the objective is to win the match. So,
yeah, it is to win the match. You got to play team football. Don't play individual football. Don't try to make it up in one play and try to do it all by yourself. Share the ball with your teammates. So Bailey's in the center circle, keeping up with the ball. By the way, I should mention Blake Meeks made 2 brilliant saves, actually. As a captain, he's showing his worth.
Yeah, Blake is pretty steady.
Oh, and he's saying Leon is trying to prove that he's the star of the team. Even Demari Gray looked like he's disgusted. Look,
Oh, you see? Look at Chan. Jamaica just went on the right side and.
Oh, poor ball by Latimer.
Yeah, Bob Reed and Gray is having a good game.
Yeah.
But Antonio is not getting a lot of service. Yeah,
physically. I understand that ball.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
That's a chance. You just missed the chance.
I don't know what he was doing. He could have controlled that ball, you know.
Yeah, he had a lot of time to control the ball.
We should just play the ball around. Jamaica with the ball in their own half. Maps has the ball, looking for a pass. Come on, midfielder, show yourself. Nobody's showing himself. Lambert now shows himself. Give it to him and give it back to him. Or turn. Play it wide to Low. Low played out to Limby. Limby looking for a pass. Try to go down the wing. Ball out of bounds to USA. If you just joined us, we're watching the USA versus Jamaica. Jamaica leading by 1-0. Goal scored by Damian Lowe on a brilliant header from across from Damari Gray. And that ball a while ago was on the edge of the box. He could have controlled that ball and tried to try a shot, you know. A bad miss by the US player.
Well,
fouled by Bailey and Bobby Reed.
Damian Lowe has done good considering he has a yellow card.
Yellow card, and he just came up a hamstring injury too. Says a lot about the player.
Yeah.
Now he plays physical. Sometimes he's rash, but I think he plays well. His athleticism gets him out of trouble sometimes, but also gets him into trouble. US in the ball deep in their own half, trying to come forward. US does a good job trying to keep the ball in there. They play out from the back really well. We need to learn how to do that. That's one thing we struggle with. We can't play out from the back.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing to accomplish. It's a very difficult thing to do.
I think it takes practice, actually. Something you practice. You got to become, first of all, you got to be comfortable with your control and comfortable with your decision making. Okay, if you miss control and you can press, that may not be good.
But that's one of the potential consequences when you play like that. But it takes a tremendous amount of confidence and belief in that way of playing, along with the ability to do it. A lot of patience as well.
Gunner's boss asked me to drop the link. Gunner's boss, I must admit to you, I don't know. I don't know how to drop it. I gotta find it to drop it. Let me just figure that out. I can do so.
You do as well.
I gotta find it first though. I will do so. Pick it up and do so.
There's a lot of comments. This is the first game of the tournament, and there's a lot of comments in the comment section about Bailey. Obviously, the miss was unfortunate, but you know, it's the first game of the tournament. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, Jamaica could win the group, to be honest with you.
Well, we got to play this out first, but US have gotten chances. US has not been composed, actually, when they get to a closer goal. They've gotten 4 very good chances. Gunner's boss, I'm going to try to drop it. They got 4 good chances. 4 very good chances. I'm surprised that they haven't taken any of those chances. Press Turner. Okay? He doesn't know to play well from the back, you know. They should press him. Jamaica trying to press deep in the US half and won the ball back.
Yeah, the team, I think it might have been, they may think at some point in time, you tell after the second game that the US may at some point in time think that it might have been a mistake putting the squad in there. Well, it depends on what they're trying to achieve, right? They're trying to give players experience. And they
do that, right? But I think they think they're good enough to win with the team that they have, actually.
Yeah, and look, why would they not think so? They've dominated this tournament, you know. So
they have dominated this tournament.
Yeah. So it's and it's up to the rest of the region to show no, you have to come with your best in this tournament. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
This is the kind of game that ends like this, 1-0 or ends 1-1, late down in the game.
If they score, Wayne was going to try to play for a draw, aren't we?
Look,
Antonio hasn't been in the game much though, which is interesting.
Yeah, he's not getting
brilliant ball.
Well, what's interesting is while Bobby Reed and Damari Gray on both sides of the pitch is having a good game, there's not much service going into Antonio.
No, we're not because we don't hold the ball well enough to get the ball upfield to do that, right? We gotta do a better job of getting the ball upfield. A while ago, this could have been dangerous. A brilliant ball by Antonio, playing the ball back for Bobby Reed, but nothing came of it.
Gray's tracking back really good on that side of the pitch.
He does that well for Everton, actually. He does that well for Everton.
Yeah.
He does that really well for Everton, actually. So I'm not surprised he's tracking back well. It's sort of built into your psyche if that's how you play normally. All right, Gunners boss, I dropped the link. You asked for it. Ball with Lamborghini on the left. Ball in the box to. Oh, come on, Bobby Reed. You rushed that ball. You get the ball deep in the box.
So improvement is saying that you are picking on Leon Bailey too much.
I'm picking on Leon Bailey? Every Jamaican say that.
So,
every Jamaican say that.
So Mariapa is making a lot of errors, but Leon Bailey, everyone see.
Bailey's being called out not because people are picking him, because he gets the ball at his feet and we don't see the end product. You may not like it, but it's a fact. I don't do this thing about appeasing people. I call it like I see it. If you're playing well, you get the flowers. If you don't, we have to bring that out, that you're not playing well. And it's not about the goal he missed. I mean, the ricochet wasn't great, but it's more if he had a ball at the end of the first half where he could have played the ball into Antonio and he played selfish. And he's been doing that while playing for Jamaica quite a bit. Antonio fighting back, but lost the ball. Come on, referee, that was a foul. Yes, at the ball, trying to go upfield. Jamaica is sort of discombobulated defensively, trying to get reorganized.
And the US is having a long spell of possession here.
Very long spell. Gray runs back a lot, though. It's very obvious how much he runs back.
Yeah, he really gets back and helps the outside back.
Yeah.
All the crosses, most of the crosses are coming in from the other side of the pitch.
They come from the same side, don't they?
Yeah, they're not causing much trouble, but the fact that it's happening.
See, Gray came back and tried to win the ball again. US is dominating possession. We have to find a way to get hold of the ball. Because you're going to get tired chasing them, you know. That's going to affect you later on in the game.
All right.
They have too much time, people. Come on, Antonio. Go to the ball.
US is making another sub.
US trying to win this game, or at least tie it up.
Yeah, they're trying to get back.
Yeah, the forward who missed the goal, number 13, is the one they're taking off. He's the one that got played in the end of the first half. They're bringing in number 11, who is Conwell. So, second substitution by the US in the 54th minute, almost 55th minute.
The Gunners is here to get in.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting in.
Great.
All right, Gunners, you're on.
Yeah, man, I'm there, you know.
Bless up.
USA just make a substitute. Caldwell to Morris or Morris.
Oh, what a shot. That was a bullet from inside the box by number 17. Wow. US is getting closer and closer. We fell asleep on the throw-in.
Wow.
That if that hit the target, Blake wouldn't have seen it. That we came for the sleep. You got to be behind your man when you mark him in the box. I mean, you can't be running behind him. That just poured.
Gunners boss.
Yeah, man.
Gunners boss.
Yeah, I'm here.
What are your thoughts on the game so far?
Leon Bailey playing too much hero-centric football. You know, him a play too much hero ball. He trying to do too much by himself, too much individual thing, you know. But other than that, and the one miss, other than that, I don't have no problem with the game. Jamaica leading 1-0. I want to keep it up. I hope to see a goal. No complaint here. I love what I'm seeing.
Yeah, at this level, it's about winning the games, right? And right now, Jamaica has all 3 points.
Repeat that.
I said at this level, it's about getting 3 points, and Jamaica have all 3 at the moment. So
yeah,
Yeah,
but here's my
Jamaica.
concern: we're getting the ball in the box in the second half, and we're not making a chance. We're not doing something with it. When Tunis got
Woo,
the ball in the
man.
box, he got the ball in the box. He should just need to roll the ball back to who is that? Bobby Reed, and he tried to go across.
Yeah.
He's not looking for anyone specifically. He's just crossing with a hope.
We're going, don't worry, Stan. We're getting the next goal soon. Even though USA I show a little shine here and there, but I think Jamaica playing the better ball so far throughout the game.
So the US coach has just made another substitution on
They bring on
the right side of the pitch.
They bring on Caldwell, right? Or they take up
Yeah.
a Reed or somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
he's
was
going on the
a
side
while
of the
ago.
pitch that they've
I
been
think a
having.
delay, you know.
No. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it a while ago. I'm just mentioning it now. It happened earlier.
Lambert keeps making some bad controls. About the third time in the game, I see him miscontrol the ball. You don't have time to miscontrol balls. You know, you have to bring it down quickly and make a decision because the press is on. But Lowe's had a good game, by the way. Lowe's had a good game.
USA dominating the right side still. With that number 2 guy. Who is that number 2 guy? What his name? Sendeho or something like that.
Yeah, not seeing the name. Jamaica with the ball. Bobby looking for a pass.
Big guy it is.
USA have the ball.
To the Bobby.
Well,
Jamaica trying to play the ball out.
I want to shout out Box Food and Manning's man and all of the man that was show out for the game, you know. Diaspora look like a little team show out for the game, yeah. You see it? So I hope
if you look at the stands, there's distribution of yellows in the stands, actually. It's not all concentrated, but there's distribution of yellows in the stands. Antonio trying to go through, almost got through. Tried to bully his way through unsuccessfully. Yeah, the coach is calling to thought he got fouled, but no foul was called. Stop the play, stop the play, stop the play.
Woo!
The kid they brought on number 11
handball.
Are they checking
That was hands. What the man up, the referee, everybody, the coach, everybody hands up on the mouth. That was a handball,
it's not handball. No, it's not hand. It's
you never
his
see
chest.
it?
No, I think it hit him
His
in
chest.
Give us a look. We need a look, sir. We need a look. We need a closer look.
They replayed it 3 times.
Replay right now. Replay coming up now. Oh yeah, that was chest. You're right.
I think that ball was out of bounds, you know. So Jamaica going back to defense. We're 59 minutes in. Jamaica leading by what was that ball, Mariappa? That was an easy pass.
60 minutes into the game.
Come on, Lambert, pass the ball to him.
To expectation. What do you say, Kronke?
We're not playing smart. We're making rash.
What kind of pass is that, man?
Mariappa, it was an easy pass, you know. It was an easy pass. He saw the pass. His mind told him the right thing, and his body decided to do something different. That was an easy ball out to he made a right decision, but he chipped it too far up the field. We're in the 60th minute. Jamaica led the US by 1-0. Goals scored by Damian Lowe. US has gotten a number of chances. Jamaica missed a penalty, but US has also gotten some good chances and haven't taken them. And for those of you who are really into the football, I think it's 3 p.m. tomorrow. St. Lucia playing against Trinidad and Tobago. I'm sorry, St. Kitts, I should say, not St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago. Hard work by, I think, Reed and Gray have played really well defensively for the team. Here's the question. At some point, Andre, if Bailey's playing center forward, do you replace him with Nicholson? That's the question. Because you don't get more hold-up play from Nicholson, you know. You don't get more hold-up play. Not as mobile, but more hold-up play. Physical, more physical, stronger. So Bailey's playing center forward. He's playing one of two forwards upfield.
Hey, Stan.
Yes.
And the other gentleman, why is Qatar Andre, why is Qatar in this World Cup?
So they have a lot of money.
Okay.
They have a lot of money and they go where they want to and do what they want to do. Now they played the Gold Cup before. They do invite guests periodically, right? They're invited guests.
Yeah. They get
so hold up.
Andre, you speak. Andre is not coming through, girl.
I'm not coming through?
No, that's better. That's better.
Yeah. They just
Let me ask you a question. Jamaica has never won the Gold Cup?
No.
Okay.
We have been in the final twice.
Oh, okay.
We've been in the final twice, 2017, 2019, but we haven't won. I think the U.S. has won most of the Gold Cups, about 12, I think.
Yeah, the U.S. has dominated it.
Yeah.
Who's that? Somebody's down. Bell is down.
What the U.S. does really well is foul you when you win the ball in the midfield. They stop the play. They do what Man City does. They try to block you and foul you and start over. They do that really well. So you won't get a fast break or get away on them.
Yeah.
Unless it's deep in their half.
USA,
like Jamaica's going to make a change. Bell is down, actually.
Yes.
And Taxi looked like he's at the scorers. He's talking to the coach.
It's reset, you know. I think the only thing that
look like he's
taking out too much football this year. We're getting feedback. It's not sure if that you, Andre. Getting feedback.
Look like him taking out Bell. Bell look like him hurt.
Yeah, Bell has played too much football. He played 40-something game in the championship. He played the 2 friendlies here. He probably played League Cup game and FA Cup game. He's played too much football.
Yeah.
At some point, your body's going to break down.
Yes, the stretcher come out for him. You know, he just sit there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right,
we don't go on no stretcher. I hope Taxi's warm.
Don't go on no stretcher. Don't go on any. No, don't go on any. No. Don't go on any stretcher. What is that? The referee is forcing him to go on the stretcher, even though he say he's okay. What happened? That's a rule.
I think he's asked the coach is asking. No, he's giving instruction.
Come on, man, that's embarrassing, though. There you grown, man. You have this lady pulling this grown man, man. He say he can walk. I never see this in any other game.
I must tell you all, the design of the yellow and green is nice.
Yeah. It looks good. Looks
really good.
Yeah, it does look good. Adidas is doing a good job with the outfit. Outfits, I should say. If you're just joining us, we are watching Jamaica versus the USA. Jamaica leading by 1-0. It's the opening game of the CONCACAF 2023 competition.
That's a good.
Jamaica is going to play games in Chicago, St. Louis, and LA in the first round. So we have Lawrence coming on.
Lawrence coming in.
To replace Amarada. Taxi Lawrence is on the field. He was US making 2 more changes.
Jamaica 4 for 20.
Guatemala. He playing it as an
somebody has their mic on. Getting feedback here. And if you do that, YouTube will block you, right? You play the game and they hear it, YouTube will block you. So turn that down. So the US has made 2 more changes. That's their 4th change. They brought on number 14. I think number 10.
Sonora rather than for Sonora and
Jamaica has the ball deep in the US half, throwing to Jamaica. Bobby Reed has the ball for a throw. Probably going to be Lambakisi throwing it. Lowe was calling for the throw to come to him. Lambakisi went back, turned the ball over, and Lowe was asking for the ball to be passed him so he could cross it.
Throw
He's
into
very
Jamaica.
unhappy.
Throw into Jamaica.
No,
right.
throw into the US now. Throw into the US now. You're late. You're late. Gunners boss. Throw into
I'm
the
at
US.
65 minutes. Me there now. Where you at?
And I'm at 66.
Okay, I just reached 66 now.
Ball US deep in their own half, trying to play it as they normally do. Jamaica almost won it there. Gray running back like he normally does. We're way up the field. We got to think about becoming balanced. Let's drop back into defensive position, Jamaica. Come on. US hit the ball on the right-hand side, trying to work the ball upfield as they normally walking the ball upfield, basically. And then trying to go deep. Ball to Lambakisi, back to Lowe. Lowe trying to turn. He needs to dump it. Dump it, Lowe, dump it. Ball out of bounds, thrown to Jamaica. Yes, he's complaining that he's not getting instructions from Mariappa or Blake or Lambakisi about what to do with the ball, and he's right. We're watching Jamaica versus US, throwing to Jamaica.
Did Jamaica make another change? The game
we only made one change.
The game has gone flat.
Yeah, no, we only made one change. Only change was Amari Bell coming off for taxi.
Yeah, I think the game could take an insertion of a couple of fresh players.
Yeah, US trying to move the ball up. Taxi running out there without talking to Gray. Just running out and not talking, leaving his man wide open running behind him. Luckily, Gray's smart enough to recover. US with the ball on the right, looking to bring the ball into the box, playing the ball around. Trying to find with the penetrate. US plays very composed, actually. They're finding space. They're trying to work the ball in. You got to be very careful. US cross the ball in the box. Out by Mariappa. Bailey trying to jump, but loses the header. US coming again, deep in Jamaica's half. Play the ball up wide. Man running behind Limbikisa. Number 11, Cowell looking for a pass. Can't find when he goes back. US playing the ball around, trying to pull Jamaica out of defensive position and try to get the balls in between the line. But Jamaica doing well so far.
Jamaica's got to hold on to it now.
Yes, I agree. We need to be more composed. We win the ball and we just boot it away. I think we need a change. We're in the 60-something minute. We need a change. We need some fresh legs. We need fresh legs.
22 minutes.
We need fresh legs. I think Bailey can come. I think another forward can come, whether it's Antonio or someone. But we need some fresh legs.
Yeah, I think somebody up front that would push the US back a little bit.
Yeah, we need fresh legs. Sometimes the US is finding pockets in before the defense and behind the midfield. We have to close those pockets down. Burke is warming up. Why Burke? Sorry, do I sound really negative there? I mean, Burke doesn't have any technical skills. He's a hard worker.
He's
looking for defensive help.
Put scoreboard Burke in there, man. We're going to get that goal. Come on, man. Put young black boy up in there.
Where does Corey Burke play?
Inter Miami.
No, he plays for New York.
No, he plays for the Red Bull now, right?
For the Red Bull.
Red Bull. New York Red Bull at NY. No, NYCFC.
So how you gonna say you have no skills, Kronke? No, New York Red Bulls.
Okay, you tell me if you've seen play where they has any.
Listen, I know he was playing for the Philadelphia Flyers, the Philadelphia team. And then him leave and go down Union and him go down there. So.
Yeah, he went to New York from Philly.
Yeah, from Philly, New York to Philly. I'm chilling, man. That's home, man. That's home.
Wow, that's a good save by Andre Blake. Very good save.
That's an unbelievable save.
Yeah.
But
me hear my TV upstairs and make noise like somebody score.
Nearly score. I think
nearly score.
It's a quality chance to get into that area of the pitch.
That's back to back. Three save back to back.
He didn't save it. He didn't save it. It came off a defender.
Blake save it and the defender
Blake
save
saved
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why all that
Blake foot touched
excitement
it.
up there.
His foot
Yeah,
touched it.
That's a very good save.
No, he didn't know what happened there. He saved it, but he didn't know what happened. We are under pressure. We
are under
we
pressure
need some
now.
change. We need legs.
Wow.
We need legs.
Yeah, that change coming.
Wait, so we need defensive.
Yeah.
We need some defensive change right now, right?
Yes. We need legs. We're all over the place. We need legs. We're all over the place. Come on, coach. Stop the changing. Stop the game. Look there. Lambekizi's way upfield with his man. Nobody's behind him to help him. And if the US had played smarter, they had two people on the right. He tried to go be a spectacular and go for goal.
But the coach has to respond now. The US has made a few changes, and they're a little bit lively now. It seems still producing chances down the left side of the pitch.
Yeah, US is producing. We need to.
I think Jamaica need to respond now. What a tackle.
We really haven't played that well, We haven't really kept the ball really well. We haven't kept the ball well. I think Lambert has played well, actually. He's played well defensively, but the middle is opening up because we only have two midfielders in there.
Who have a problem? Who have a problem with Blake kicking it deep now?
Kick it away because we can't play it out because there's nobody to play the ball to play it out. We don't play out well. I think Burke is warming up. He's on soon. I think the coach wanna. Wow. Yeah, we're under a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. We need to regroup. We need legs. We don't have the legs.
And there's
These players have played a long season. You gotta be able to make some changes.
Time left in the game, but that's true.
A lot of time left.
Too.
At least recovering defensively.
When last did Antonio touch the ball?
Yeah, this midfield is very weak for him.
The right side is open now. The right side is open. Right side is open. He needs help over there.
Is that a foul?
It is a foul.
Yeah.
If you play your goal side, then he's not going anywhere, right?
Yep.
Just play your goal side. You trying to play the ball, play the goal side. Don't care what fancy movie wants to make you play your goal side, you're okay.
Yeah, I think the coach need to respond now.
Yeah, he's gonna bring on I don't know who he's coming on for, but he's gonna bring on Burke. I think he's looking for a worker. We're not in the game. US is dominating now.
Hey, son, stay optimistic, man. We got this. We got this, son. We got this. Don't worry about that. We got this.
Yeah, I'm calling the game like I see it, and we ain't got nothing except pressure. All we have now is
we
pressure.
Got this, man. We got this, man. We soaking up them pressure. Call us sponge, man. We soaking up all that pressure, son.
Bobby Reed is tired. So Burke is coming on. Who's coming on for? Let me see this.
And could you imagine this game is being played at night? This game is being played at night. Yeah, you take off Antonio. That's an interesting change. I saw Corey Burke against Qatar.
For Antonio.
USA have 66%. We got 34% on the ball.
That's a low percentage. When you have 34%, that's low. And you have how much Premier League players on your team?
That's a black boy, brother. On the field.
But I'm sure you'd rather him get 3 points tonight than.
Yeah, no, I would, but at some point.
I understand what you're saying. You'd rather see a more attractive style of football, more entertaining football.
But why is he not that score so far? You don't understand this score.
And Burke is standing behind him. You got to come for the ball, Burke. You can't stand behind the man and get the ball. You have to move forward to get the ball. You got to anticipate the pass and move forward for the ball. You're sitting back as if you're in your rocking chair. I don't know why I put Burke on. Seriously. Tell you, Burke doesn't have any footballing skill. He runs hard. He's a physical, but technical ability is not there. So we are in the 76th minute. Jamaica leading US by 1-0. US has had a number of chances of putting them away, dominating possession. This is their MLS team, people, and they're up. Their possession is, 66%, which is not good given the quality we have on the field. Right now, we're in our own half. They're playing the balls around. They're trying to move us around. And they're doing so really well, actually. And they're speedy out there. Jamaica won the ball and give it back.
Clarify something for me, please, Stan. What do you mean, USA MLS team?
It is their MLS team.
Oh,
it is their MLS team. They play they start the players who play Nation League. Only 5 players on that 23 is in the game, you know.
Yeah, Jamaica really start playing poor, even right now, right here.
Bailey just made a brilliant play. Oh, come on, referee, that's a foul. Brilliant play by Bailey, beating 2 men in the corner to get out of it. Real brilliant play, and he looked like he's having cramps. Sorry, Gunners, boss, you were saying?
Wow. All right.
He went between 2 players' legs, actually.
He finally kicked down Leon Bailey. And cramp up.
"77 minutes. Jamaica still lead by 1-0. Jamaica is under immense pressure in the second half, but holding out so far. Let's hope it continues. I think Jamaica's second half has been pretty tired. It's been when you're out of possession, you'll be chasing all game. It's not a good thing. That's why you need to do a better job of keeping possession. You can rest when you have the ball, you know. You can't rest when you're defending. If you play your cards right when you have the ball, you can rest. See, US pressing out real high up the field. Interesting thing is when they have it, we can't press them and get it off them. When we have it's a different ball game. They are pressing us and putting us under pressure, and we just boot it down for you. So we have to ask ourselves, why is that? Is it that we're not presenting ourselves to get the ball, or is it they're pressing with more vigor than we are? We have this sort of soft press while they're pressing as if we took their lunch money.
All right. Oh, yeah, we need to hold them out for this other 12 minutes. And I know them going to add on a whole heap of time to try to get USA to come back. I'm just saying my conspiracy theory that.
Yeah.
I know the panel don't share that view. That's my view. Maybe it's wrong.
Jamaica deep in the US half. It's 79 minutes in. We have 11 minutes to go plus extra time. Jamaica still lead by 1-0. Goal scored by Damian Lowe off a free kick. Great free kick by Demar Gray. Taxi with a throw in, looking to throw the ball. Throw the ball in the box, Taxi. That's what you should do. That's why we got a penalty. Ball in the box. Comes out to Bailey, try to head the ball down.
Do you want possession or you want the ball thrown in the box?
I want the ball in the box where we are. Because that's how we got a penalty in the first half. If you're in the box, then defense get discombobulated if you do it the right way. So you can throw at somebody's feet. But I want it down the field. I don't want it. So then we're pressing more vigor because we have Burke trying to press. And US trying to play over the top. Brilliant take. And see, they broke the press. See how well they broke the press, and they have a man wide open, and they make the pass.
Leroy Smart in the comment section says, stop talking about playing an entertaining style of football. This team has been thrown together with 5 days training. That's not enough for a cohesive performance.
We've been saying that for the last 22 years.
It's a chance. Oh, he got knocked over.
Ball deep down.
He got knocked over, boy. He blocked a good shot there. But he might be out.
Yeah, he got
Where did he get hit?
hurt. Probably in the private areas. In that special place he got hit. It's very obvious.
I think he got hit after. Let's see.
Ball came out. Player came in.
Yeah, he got a knee in his stomach.
Yes. He ran into him afterwards. Yes.
Yeah, he got a knee in his stomach.
Yeah.
Number 15, he's been running all game.
Yeah. His follow through is what happened.
Number 15, he's been running all game. He can't come out now. Oh, yeah.
The ball
What's the ref doing?
Quality.
The ref is saying he has to go off the field.
Yeah.
But there was no medical that came on. So why are you going to go off the field? That's nonsense.
That's what I tell you.
That's why he's saying what are you doing. You can't send him off. A medical person
come on the field first.
You can't send him off. That's nonsense.
Why the referee pushing it?
That's nonsense. That ref misinterpreted the rule. The rule is wrong. Unless a medical person comes on the field. Yeah, but the referee is wrong.
Why is he touching it?
Did we have a I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what they're doing. That's why a lot of there is confused because unless we had a trainer come on the field or a medical person, why does he have to go off the field?
Didn't someone come on?
US made another change or two changes.
US put on 19. Oh, he talking to him now. So he have to go back. Like him letting him to come back on.
Yeah, but no, he shouldn't have to go off the field because
he's touching him. He assaulted. He's touching the dude too. I don't know what he's touching him for. I don't like that Mexican referee.
The ref was wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what he's touching him for. Oh my God!
Lawrence, boy.
It was 2-1. It was 2-1.
I get yellow card.
What is he doing? He looks out of shape, you know. I don't think people realize that. He looks out of shape to me.
Oh, Lawrence?
He doesn't look, he's not, since he coming, he's running all over the place. He's going, he's too aggressive. And that's the second time he's run to the player. He got lucky when great cover for him the last time. He runs to the player and he doesn't run with an abundance of caution, he just runs.
If the score remains as the game is 6 minutes left, plus whatever added time.
Yeah. US with a free kick. Ref called a foul against Jamaica. And Jamaica is not happy with the ref. They're very unhappy with the referee.
Who would be
it was a bad call, actually.
Kronke?
Huh?
But I've been unhappy with
Who would be a man of the match tonight?
It's actually between Blake and Lowe, frankly.
Lowe is the goal scorer.
Yeah, and he also playing well defensively.
Some good saves.
Yeah, between Blake and Lowe so far.
Leon Bailey, no. Leon Bailey was the catalyst. Was the main catalyst behind that goal, you know. And him get kicked down that create whatever got that goal, you know, the first goal, you know.
Leon Bailey is the one why the game is 1-0.
Well, that's all we need.
Versus 2-0.
3 points, right? We're looking for 3 points, right?
Versus 2-0.
Well, it no matter, you know. If we get one right now, I'm just praying for one goal. This one goal, all right?
No, we just don't want them to score. That's all we gotta be. They don't score. That's it.
No, that's all. Play defense and don't let them score and stop. So like you
take your time.
You
now.
gotta have some heart. We play. Come on, man, it's the reggae boys. Have some heart. Have some heart.
Yeah, Blake's getting a yellow card from the ref for time wasting, and DJ the guy's gonna come on the field.
Blake get what? And the little boy out there I celebrate the yellow card when we get because in the USA jersey, that's what I'm cheering for.
He's celebrating the yellow card.
Yeah.
US with the ball deep in their area. Jamaica is still pressing, but it's not really a press. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, boy.
And US is just beating our players real easily with a pass. Which is
the defense is snuffing it out, so
yeah, the defense is working really hard, but we need to score it. We need to not let them score. That's the goal. That's the goal.
That's the beauty about this. That's the beauty about this Jamaica team. We keep recovering defensively, but we've been the whole second half been a disaster for us. We're not playing no ball in the second half.
I don't know why Bailey's trying to dribble down there. Lambeki's a really good defender. Look like Bailey is hurt. Is that Bailey? I think it is. What's the ref doing? He's on the field down, referee. Oh, the US is not kicking the ball out. Why the referee ain't calling that? That's a joke. I think the players are not happy with this referee. This referee is a joke. The players down, lie down, you see it, and you're still not calling it. "86 minutes in, Jamaica lead the US by 1-0. A player is down. I think is that Bailey who's down? He's not moving. Yeah, it looks like he has leg problem.
This result,
referee's trying to get off the field.
Considering the context.
Hey, you see me now, Stan, and watch the game in the game. You see, watch them little kids in the back of the stand. All them little kids, they sticking their finger down, putting their finger down. You know that down, thumbs down stuff. You see them? Watch them in the stand. I just watching the game behind the game. I see all them jeering the Jamaicans, little white kids.
Come on, Jamaica, gotta win this ball back.
Yeah, we need to win this game.
Oh Lord!
Deserve.
1-1.
USA score.
What was Lambeki's doing? What was Lambeki's doing? What was Lambeki's doing? He missed the ball, right? It was coming. It was coming. It was coming. That's unfortunate. It was coming.
It was coming.
It was coming. We haven't played well. We haven't played well. We haven't played well. We haven't deserved it. I mean, look at this.
Well, we have to just take up the one.
I don't know what Lambeki's is doing. He's trying to. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not heading the ball. He's not controlling the ball. I don't know what he's doing. Look at the ball. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea what he's doing. The ball comes to him, and he uses his chest to do it, and he goes beside low. And that's poor defending. Poor defending.
That's just poor
defending.
That's just the pitch have been coming down.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do. I don't know what Lambeki's is doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. We may lose this game because we haven't played well second half. We've been poor.
The second half has been a disaster.
Like I forgave when he played. The team don't look well coached.
Yeah.
Look when you want to bring on Shama.
Second half has been a disaster.
Shaman Nicholson is coming on now for
my friend just texted me and said, "Why is Bailey still in the game?" With some colorful language.
That change should happen long time.
Oh, that change should have happened years ago. Long. I would agree with that one. That change should have happened years ago.
Everybody can see that.
Yeah, man. Bailey tired now. He's cramping up.
No, it's not tired, Gunners, boss. We're confusing what he does with fatigue. It's not fatigue. It's production. And you guys are still, look, we should support our own players, but when he has bad games, you guys don't want to admit it. You find out some excuses for his poor play.
I've been saying that he playing too much healer-centric. Hero ball, healer-centric.
Now he just plays poor period. Plays poor period. Not egocentric poor.
I say it, but
I went over to watch him for 3 games straight, up close and personal. I'm at field level and says, you know what? Oh, Gray's coming out. Gray's coming out. Yeah, Gray has not been on the ball second half because we haven't had the ball.
This is he could Shaman Nicholson could score.
For sure.
Get a good ball coming in there.
Yeah.
We're in danger of losing this game, you know. That's not good. Not after leading for so long.
This player, yes, suspect.
We're not losing.
Goal. 7 7 minutes of added time. That's a lot of time.
That is a lot of time. Too much time for us.
Wow.
Where did that come from?
We had some players who were down, actually.
Nice done.
We have been poor, actually. That's all I'll say.
In the second half. In the second half, at least. Yeah.
Second half, we've been awful. Yeah. Awful.
Almost the guys up front, you forget they were in the game.
Good try. That's a poor pass. I'm going to make a better pass than that. Come on, Bert. Yeah. It's hard watching us. It is hard watching us. Yeah, this is only justified when you're winning in it. If you're not winning, then this type of play is not justified. U.S. attacking in Jamaica's half, going deep in the box. Then Bigie's out there by himself again. And number 11 has been very tricky. He's out of bounds. Then Biggie has been isolated out there one-on-one with his men all the time.
Another one, Charlie, Coach Callahan. Anyway.
Now McGeezy got that ball caught him off. I think the ball got deflected and caught him.
Coach is working hard.
We can't hold a lead. Against Mexico, we're leading twice. And again, we can't hold a lead. And we need a left back. I don't trust Taxi out there, I must admit.
So it turned out, Kronke, that from the predictions earlier today, Jamaican fans are a little bit unhappy. What was my prediction again? Could you remind me?
1-1.
1-1. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Superman also predicted 1-1, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or
it's
something
not
of
done.
nature.
It's not done yet, but it looks like that's the most likely.
The longer the game play, the more Jamaica possession go down. It's down to 33% now.
We don't possess ball. We just defend and play long ball. That's what we do. It's annoying.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Fred text, 7 minutes to lose.
Yes.
He takes these things personal.
They're sitting a little bit deep now.
Too deep. When you're deep, you invite pressure, you know.
So if you're the Trinidad and Tobago coach and you watch this game tonight and you have Jamaica in 3 days, what are you thinking, Kronke?
You're thinking you get at their midfield and their defense.
Huh?
You get at their midfield and their defense. Yeah.
I am thinking. I am Trinidad and Tobago coach. I am thinking Jamaica playing US this good to hold them this much to a 1-1 tie going into the ending of the game. Don't know the outcome of them, but we'd have Trinidad 2-1 up by now. Or 3-1.
Say that again, Gunners boss. Talk closer to the mic.
Trinidad no better than the USA. We have beat Trinidad. 3 days from now, we're going to beat Trinidad 3-1.
We have done nothing to say we can do that, actually. We haven't played well second half. We are not in the game second half. We're playing box and forward. US win the ball, come at us, we kick down the field. Win the ball, come at us, we kick down the field. It's not a good watch. Sorry.
Other than the defense recovering and saving us about 6 goals. We haven't done
Taxi look tired out there.
Yeah.
Taxi's out there looking tired. He looks tired already. He just came in the game, looks out of shape and look tired. At least Mariap had a decent game, and I would critique that he's a little bit seasoned, but I think the defense overall played decent. But too many balls in the box give us a problem.
Right.
We struggle with balls in the box. And I've said that numerous times, and it happens all the time. We're too big, too strong, too athletic to be struggling with balls in the box so much.
Would Ravel have made a difference in the middle of the field in this game, you think?
Not really, because why are you kicking the ball away, DJ? What are you doing?
I'm playing away.
You just kick the ball downfield to the keeper so they can attack us. Ravel, I don't think so actually. Ravel is out of shape. This game you need defensive. You only need defense this game because we're not. Ravel would do a better job of keeping possession and getting the ball to the forwards, but he still defensively would be challenged.
Okay, just keep it defense. Just keep it 1-1 for this 1.5 minutes. 1 minute left in the game. We're down to 1 minute, right?
We're down to 1 minute, yes. And Bert just got fouled.
About 40 seconds left.
We gave up a goal, which just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean,
that's a bad goal to give up. But they were the better team. They were the better team.
They were the better team in the second half. We got outplayed.
They were the better team, period. They're the better team.
And we are lucky to go away with 1 point from this game. It's a blessing.
So the game is not over. Come, Bobby Reed.
This is there's 8 games now.
Come, blow it off, ref. Blow it off. They have the ball, so blow it off. That's a bad draw.
Just it's an interesting result.
Yeah, blow it off. 1-1. 1-1. Not pleased with the outcome. Not pleased with the game. I'm not pleased with anything.
I have no.
I'm a very disgruntled host, very disgruntled fan, very disgruntled commentator. I'm disgruntled about everything. You just watched Jamaica play US, leading by 1-0. Got a penalty. The poster boy, Gunner's star player. Like he knows what he does. He pushed it. And he's struggling. I have to drink I'm getting much echo, but it's really
the important, all right.
Why am I getting all that echo? This is not good.
Yeah, echo.
It's from you. I think it's you, Andrew.
All right, hold on.
You have something else on, I think. Yeah, you have something else on. So you have just watched the US against Jamaica. Game ended 1-1. No. You sound like you're a person from Moses days echoing.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's saying, "Yo, I don't know what happened. It's slow."
That's what's so nice.
So you did something.
I think
you did something.
It looked like man.
No, if you keep don't talk. I'll do all the talking. Try to fix it. So we just watched the US drew with Jamaica. First half we played decent. We played well. We're getting the ball out to Gray, to Bailey, and to Antonio. And second half was a different story altogether. And by the way, guys, this is USB team. So the game drew 1-1. The fans are happy. They're putting the camera on a bunch of fans in the stand, including Jamaica fans. Fans seem to be pretty good spirit, but I think we could have won the game, could have also lost the game. And the brouhaha we had about how much quality we have in the team, we do have quality, but some of those quality don't show up sometimes. Or don't play consistent for 90 minutes. So Lambo is saying, we just need to build on this. We'll improve as the games go on. This is going to sound really critical, but I don't see what we're going to build on. There's nothing to build on. We didn't build anything. Building is you keeping the ball, making plays. We can build on the outcome. We can build on the result, but not display what we did on the field.
Yeah, Jamaica got a point.
It still sound bad. No, it's bad. Go on and come back in.
All right.
So we can go on and come back in because I haven't ended the broadcast yet. So as I was saying, I'm going to sound very, very critical. the U.S. dominated possession. I wouldn't be surprised the stats is they have about 70% possession. And we had hoped, given all the Premier League players we have in our team, which is 4+1 with non-Premier League, that we'd do a better job of controlling the ball, controlling possession, having more possession, but that was not the case. And what was interesting in the game is when the U.S. had the ball, we couldn't get it off them. But when we had it, we were under pressure. Well, it has to be a number of things. One is, are we comfortable with the ball at our feet? Are we comfortable in terms of how we bring the ball down? Are we moving the space to get the passes? And how we organize? What system are we employing? Because we seem to be doing the same thing we've done at Jamaica for years. No matter who we have playing, and these players play possession football where they play in the UK. A lot of them, right? We still end up booting the ball down the field. And I think it has to do with a couple of things, which we need to work out. Kifo is saying Jamaica needs to go back to the drawing board because they cannot control the passing game. This is a baby U.S. team and we're still struggling. I can't dispute that comment.
Is it? Am I better now, or is it still bad?
Yeah, you're better. You're back. Yeah. So the floor is yours. You're back.
So, it always interests me, this idea of going back to the drawing board. I hear it a lot out of the Caribbean. You go back to the drawing board. That means you scrap everything. It would be interesting to hear the coaches' comments tonight about the game. It's this 8th game now. But I think, look, if you coach football, you'll take that point and be happy with it, and know that you still get a chance. It still have a chance going forward. It makes the group really interesting. Tomorrow, if Trinidad were to get 3 points from the game, they'd be on top of the group. But then both teams have to play. Both Jamaica and America have to play St. Kitts and Nevis. So it makes the group a little bit interesting.
So Damien is saying Gray was not involved in the second half. He looked purposeful when involved. We need to midfield baller and creative player to make incisive passes. Bailey needs to let the game come to him. So here's my view on that, which is my concern going to this game was this, Andre, which is it's great to have 4 attacking players. Mm-hmm. How do you get the ball to them?
Right. Because
the 6 behind them are not ball possession people, right? You need midfielders who can hold the ball, create space, get the ball to your forwards. We're not that. And so no matter how good your forward line is, if the people behind them can't get them the ball, they're gonna be wasted. So when you have 30-some% possession, your forwards are feeding on scraps.
Yeah, that's what happened in the second half, right? They didn't get any service.
No service.
We talked a little bit in the first half about Antonio not getting a lot of service, but nobody got service in the second half. And with a 32% possession for it's kind of unfair because those guys play on the high end of the pitch, as you just said. You need people to keep the ball coming out of the back. So I don't know that 2
forward up front is a waste. You need more people in the middle. People nowadays in football, people clog the middle of the field. You see how Man City plays? They play with like 4 midfielders. Yeah. Right? Because they play the inverted wing back as a midfielder, like the John Stone or Aki or whatever it is, or Silva. So everybody now clog the middle of the field because you get to come into the box to score, even though we don't do well on set pieces anyway, so we struggle with that. But the 2 forwards up front is a waste. It's a waste. It doesn't make sense to me. You need to drop somebody else in the midfield and play 3 across versus playing 2 forwards, playing 4-4-2 versus playing 4-3-3. So it's frustrating watching us playing that way when it's not being effective. They're now showing replays. The U.S. got a number of chances. They should put more chances away. They got good chances.
Yeah, they had some good chances throughout the game.
Yeah, they had good chances. We didn't play that. We have to go back. We have to go back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board.
We gotta become more better painters because we didn't really create much. The 2 goals we got at goal opportunities. Think about it. The one we got where Lowe scored is from a set piece. The one by Lambert was a throwing where he got fouled. What other chance did we create? Nothing.
I just
We didn't
I
create
just hope,
anything tonight.
I just hope that the fan base be patient, continue to be patient, and
I think they're running out of that patient thing.
yeah, I can see that coming. I can see
Because
that
look, the
coming.
USA looked like a well-organized oil machine, playing well, breaking our defense down, and we do nothing going forward. Now you don't have the ball, so you can't do much. But even when we had it for 30%,
Mhm.
it was long ball up the field. I'm not sure how they even keep these stats because it wasn't 30% to me.
But it's one to think about.
We look
I
poor. We
certainly-
look disorganized. We were not well coordinated. We're doing the same thing Jamaica does. We play long ball. They're playing the ball between our lines. They're making incisive passes, and I must admit, guys, I cannot be positive about this result. Not based on the expectation we had coming to this game. I'd be positive if we had a good performance and we drew 1-1. I can live with that. But we were poor. And I know the narrative is going to be is 1-1. We could have hold on for the end. You talk about a tournament, which is a long tournament. You want to see performances suggest that, you know what, we're going to go far in the tournament. And I haven't seen it.
You know? All right, see them in the game, okay? All right, take care. All right, brother.
Yeah, someone is saying,
Well-
Foreign Spider is saying that this might be the first time those US players played together, but look how well they played. Now I think they all play together more than you think. They have long camps, especially the ones in the MLS. But they're coordinated. And they play that way. They play like a team. It's almost like a system. Like they have a system of play, and everybody knows to fit into that system no matter who they put in. And we just have a pick-up side, and it shows.
Well, it's
So Gina is saying we didn't look organized defensively. He's talking defensively. Well, were we I wouldn't say we were disorganized, but every cross came in the box, I had my heart in my mouth. That shouldn't be the case.
Well, the team didn't concede until late in the game, right? So.
Yeah, but there's one thing. Here's the thing. I always have an onus with that, with a view with that, Andre, which is I may not concede, but it's because I was lucky.
Well, sometimes it's not a bad thing to be lucky. Sometimes.
Being lucky is not sustainable.
It's not. It isn't.
It's not sustainable. Okay. Now the good thing is that St. Lucia and Trinidad are not at the US level, so we should play better. But we need more from the midfield and our defense in terms of playing the ball on the ground. We need more. We need more movement. We need more running off the ball. We need the coach to make better decisions about his changes. Because frankly, guys, and you guys don't like me saying this, Baylor should have been removed much earlier. He wasn't contributing to the game. He's playing center forward with Antonio. I don't know what he did in the game except miss a penalty.
You just said that St. Lucia and Trinidad is not at the US level, so you should play better. But to piggyback on the whole luck thing, you haven't been too lucky against Trinidad. So
that's true. And I saw Trinidad against Mexico blocking like 15 shots and getting bombarded and still holding on. So Trinidad is probably luckier than we are.
I think the coach should be looking at this and thinking that if Jamaica could produce another performance like this, he can get 3 points. But right now he needs to take care of St. Kitts and Nevis first. So I wouldn't spend too much time thinking about Jamaica until after tomorrow. And the difference, one of the big difference is in the game is that Trinidad is playing at 3:30 tomorrow. It's hot in Florida. It's hot in Florida. It's ridiculously hot, and it also could have bad weather. So it's.
So Gina is telling me to watch the game because the coach is trying to do. The coach wants the ball to be played out wide and double team and then defend across in the box. Gina, I have no idea what we're doing. We look like lost souls out there. So Gina, here's a critic coming out in me, and I'm not holding back. I have no idea what system of play we're playing. We can't keep the ball. We're dumping the ball to the US. What we're doing, when you dump the ball and it goes to the keeper or the other defense, you have lost possession. It's no different. You just lose it further upfield so they can't score that quickly. You have lost possession. It's a turnover. It's not a good thing. Today's contemporary football is, if I have it, you can't score.
That's it.
If the other team has the ball, they have a chance to come at you in waves like they did tonight. At some point, you're going to succumb. The law of averages says if they come at you in waves, at some point, you're going to crack, which like we did. Now, I will admit we got 2 chances and we only put away 1. But here's the question. How many chances did we create from open play?
From open play today,
None.
Wow. Yeah.
A big 0. No chance for open play. Think about that. So people want to say, oh, it wasn't that bad. You didn't create any chance for open play. 0.
Yeah. With the quality that you have up front, that shouldn't be.
But if you don't have, here's the thing again, Andre. If you don't have the ball, the quality doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you had some of the ball in the first half.
Yeah, but in the first half, but it wasn't ball where we had linkage between them, right? We have linkage. And Bailey had a ball in the first half to pass to Antonio, or Bobby Reed had a ball, second half, couple balls in the box, which he didn't do a good thing with. Antonio the ball in the first half. But there was nothing on the end of those plays, which is, I have the ball in a dangerous position. Let me create the real danger, get a shot and goal. Nothing.
Yeah.
So and it's just not a midfield thing. Is you're playing 4 attackers, and that's not a good thing. You can't play 4 attackers. Our midfield is not athletic enough, skillful enough, ball possessive enough to play 4 attackers. Doesn't make any sense.
Well,
the coach got to go back to the drawing board.
The US stole a point tonight for sure. Well,
there's really 1 CDM and 1 CM playing CDM, so of course we didn't create anything. No, Leighton, that's not Leighton. If you have 4 attackers, then it suggests that you think that when you get the ball up front, you're going to do something with it. But if you can't get the ball to your players up front, then you can't do anything with it. So anyway, the broadcast was to end at 12:10. We have run past our time. It's late in the evening. I am totally annoyed. I am beyond annoyed, I must admit. I came in this game enthusiastic, positive, comfortable. I have all my big guns coming out. I don't want to use the gun analogy, but it's loaded. It's not 45. They're M16s and M60s, which is the one where you can't touch the barrel because it's so hot. And I fire some 2.2s, and we're throwing darts and bow and arrow. In fact, it wasn't even bow and arrow because Indians hit with bow and arrow in the old days watching the cowboy movies. We didn't have anything. We were like throwing paper cups. And people tell me to be patient. I am not sick. I'm not in the hospital. I have no patience.
Well, I think the Jamaican fans and Boss Thomas, I'd agree with you. US did create some chances and could have won the game, so I stand corrected there. But I think the Jamaican fans have to be patient. It's the first.
We are 8 games. We are 8 games into Heimer's tenure, and he has nothing to show for it. He doesn't have 1 win. If you're in the Premier League and you have no win after 8 games, you get fired. You know that.
Yeah, that is true.
You get fired.
But
you have no wins to show for your efforts. It's not a good thing. And you have all these so-called players.
But this is the real test, right? This is the real test here, the Gold Cup. This is first real test, and it's only the first game in. And
so let me say this: I am not espousing the view the coach should be fired. Let me be clear on that. I'm not saying the coach should be fired, but I'm saying something has to change.
Yeah.
This is not good enough.
Well,
something has to change.
And
the US created all these chances to score such a crappy goal, wasn't it? All these chances to score a scrappy goal. Really poor goal to give up. But they dominated the game. Like, dominated to me is they played like they were Man City playing against Arsenal. That's how we played against Man City. They dominated the ball, they dominated the game, and we struggled.
So I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you that something needs to change. Dwight is saying here that we need wins. It is clear.
So I like these comments.
It is clear. I want Jamaica to do well, and I want Jamaica to start winning, but they can start against St. Kitts and Nevis.
I figured as much. So Winston is saying, yeah, go ahead, Andre.
No, I mean,
We just say all of a sudden Jamaica is full of football coaches. Andre, go back to Winston. Look,
to Winston.
I love to hear ex-players or people who have been proficient in a certain discipline, then take onus with someone who may have a perspective or an opinion or a view, or been watching this thing for like 40, 50 years, and they don't know anything because only people who play the game know something. Well, you know, Jose Mourinho wasn't a big player. Klopp wasn't a big player. They shouldn't know anything then. Guardiola was. Right. Those people who coach people, Wenger wasn't a great player, don't know about football. They're just coaches. And football, guys, is not rocket science. They tell you this is not rocket science. It is not rocket science. It ain't that complex. Okay? The game is not that complex. You can sit down and watch the game for years and actually have a perspective and opinion. So when I hear these comments to belittle people who have a perspective and say, well, I think they're all coaches, people know the game. You go to a lot of countries, people do know, they spend their life in the game. They live the game. They sell their cars to go watch their team play someplace else. It's their life. If something in your life, you actually know and understand it. So I take onus with people who want to belittle people who have a perspective and a view. I do push back on that because you know what? We all have been watching this game for a long time and watch different leagues religiously. To if you have no understanding, then I don't understand what you've been doing with your life. We live the sport. So anyway, let me stop with my soliloquy and my diatribe.
Do you understand the statement?
So his name is Andrea Fortin, not Trinidad man.
Yeah.
Want Jamaica to have patience because he wants to be like Trinidad going nowhere in the competition. No, he's providing a balanced perspective. He's not like me ranting and carrying on because it's more closer to me. He's an objective observer who basically says the coach is new. We're bringing a lot of new players, and it's a rational view. Right now, I'm not rational. I'm irrational. I'm not in the rational business. I'm tired of seeing us play the same way, no matter who the coach is. At some point, it's not the coach. Let me just say this. At some point, there's two things. There's the management, well, there's three. Administration, management, and the players. At some point, it's the product on the field and how the product operates. It can't just be the manager if you change managers 10 times. It can't just be the administration if you're bringing different players all the time and they know in a good environment. And I've heard no complaints about logistics, about communication, about traveling, about food, about per diem. I've heard none of that. It's been a good camp. So when a player is going to stand up and produce?
Look, I think there's been a lot invested by the fans and to get the Jamaica team to this point, and I think the Jamaican fans have been very active, and the expectation is high. So in some respect, you could understand the lack of patience, if that's what it is.
So here's the thing: the players only have 2.5 training sessions as a full unit. Hey, do I ask you this? When have we ever had a full unit? When are we? So how much practice session does Argentina have when they get together? How much practice session does Brazil have when they get together? How much practice do the U.S. team that play Nation League have when they get together? Because they all play overseas. How much practice session do you think they have? We were in Austria at a camp playing. So you tell me that we're missing 5 or 6 players there. Okay. Whose fault is that? I don't know what the solution is. I think the solution is, well, I shouldn't say I don't know what the solution is. I have my own view, but I'll express my view because I'm going to have people in the chat saying, no, you're a coach. You think you know everything. So I'm going to withdraw my comment and say, I hope things change. Let's do the hope thing. Don't have a perspective, just do the hope thing. Maybe the hope thing will work. But at some point, this cannot continue. At some point, it can't continue. Something got to give. I prefer if we had drawn, Andre, and played well, I'd say, you know what? I know the US is a good team, no matter who they put on the field.
Right.
We were atrocious.
Yeah. Yeah, the second half.
Atrocious.
The second half could have been better.
We didn't come out of the changing room. We stayed in the changing room.
Yeah. Yeah, the second half.
And as a coach, so we don't blame the coaches, you have to take the temperature of your team and understand what's happening. You have to change the momentum of the game. Now, the U.S. was making changes because they want to change the game, because they want to get the score. And that's always happens when you're from behind. But you got to watch the momentum of the game where things are changing, and you pivot accordingly, and we didn't pivot.
So I alluded to this earlier, and this is one of the things that could plague the Jamaican team if this doesn't start to click really quick. You know, the way most national teams work is, or even club teams, you would have a group of players, and then you bring in one or two good pieces from the outside that can help your team make your team better. Jamaica's situation is a little bit different. They're bringing in a lot of pieces from the outside, and would it work? Can it work? Is it something that's impossible? Is it the coach? Is it, it's a very difficult one, I think, to piece together, because then it comes down to the commitment, right? The commitment to the players. I'm not questioning anybody's commitment, but I'm just saying that there's so many different pieces to this to get it working. I mean, Messi took forever. He lived outside of Argentina. He lived in Spain, and it took him a long time before he really clicked for Argentina. Right? The fans were against him at one time. His performance wasn't up to speed for Argentina compared to what he was doing in La Liga. So, it could be challenging sometimes, and this could be a difficult one.
This is one of the most disappointing games for me in the history of Jamaica football. No, seriously, because here's the thing: you think you're equivalent now with the US. You think you're at the same level. You're bringing some good players. You have a good bunch of players. Everything's to be working well. We don't have that whole consternation and concern about is it JFF, is it JFF, is it JFF. We come together. I agree. We have short window. We're always going to have short window in today's football. That's how football is nowadays. We play against a US team, a bunch of MLS players. And granted, MLS has gotten better. We shouldn't denigrate the MLS. They look so organized. They look so coordinated. They look like they know it. They look, you know what? One look like a club team and one look like a pickup team.
Look, let me tell you something. And this is something you hear discussion about a lot of times. And when you hear it, it's normally from an uninformed perspective. The game has grown tremendously in the US.
Yeah, it has.
The game has grown a lot. And I don't think people in the region recognize how much the game has grown. There's players from the MLS that is going to Europe. Players from Europe coming to the MLS. To have 2 World Cup winners, 3 World Cup winners in the league at the same time, it's, that shows that the league is growing, right? So it's no surprise that the US could put a team on the pitch with a lot of MLS players and still get decent results.
But here's the thing, Andre. Here's what concerning. The team that played against Mexico in the Nations League was a dominant team against Mexico.
Yeah.
Dominant. It was like today's game, not as bad, but like today's game against, right? This is their second or third team.
Yeah.
And they were the same way. So that gap is only widening exponentially.
Yeah.
That means they have 60 players or 45, 50 players in their squad. And they probably have more who are ahead of us.
No, they
probably have 100 in their squad.
The roster depth is really good, and that's why the plan cannot be. The plan must be to continue, whether it's Jamaica, Trinidad, St. Vincent, Grenada, Guyana. The plan must be to develop the local players and find the best pieces from the outside that could come together and produce good performances and good results. If the plan is to just bring from the outside, then that could be challenging.
No, I think we're in a journey, right? I think we're in a recruiting trip. We're in the recruiting phase. We're not in the set the team phase, settle the team down phase. There's sort of 3 phases to this, right? There's a recruiting phase. There's a phase where you sort of bring people together, get a cohesiveness, you have a set squad, and then you're really executing at the end of that and start getting outcome. We're still in the recruiting phase. In fact, we're in the exceptional recruiting phase. It's going to take at least 2 or 3 windows to get the players you want. and then you got to put that team together. So we're not going to be ready until next year sometime.
Well, I think Dwight is expressing those sentiments, right? Want Jamaica stay united, and at the end of the day, able to produce a team that could qualify for the World Cup and compete.
Yeah.
So we got to think long term in a lot of ways. So we know the coach is capable, right? He has done it before, so we know he's capable.
Yeah. No, look, I think the
30.
coach, the pressure is going to start building.
Yeah, for sure.
The pressure is going to start building.
It would have been
And
nice.
if we ever lose to Trinidad or draw with Trinidad, the knives will be out. The sword's going to be out. No knives anymore. The sword's going to be out.
You remember Cataract predicting that Trinidad would lose 7-0 against Jamaica.
Cataract has these delusions of grandeur when it comes to Jamaica football. He thinks we're going to win the World Cup one day. I don't know. We played World Cup on video games or something, because they ain't gonna be on the field anytime soon.
I think what we saw tonight, one would expect Trinidad to be competitive, but Trinidad can't think about Jamaica right now. Trinidad have to think about St. Kitts and Nevis tomorrow, and then they could begin to think about Jamaica. And of course, there's the game, there's travel. Jamaica played under certainly different temperature tonight than Trinidad will play against tomorrow. So, the whole recovery process is important. So we'd see, but Trinidad needs to deal with 3:30 tomorrow, Kronke. We can use some support.
Yes, I'll be supporting Trinidad tomorrow, definitely.
Yeah, 3:30.
But not too much. Not too much.
Not too much.
Actually, I want Trinidad to draw tomorrow.
Well, it's tricky now. If Trinidad gets 3 points tomorrow, the group.
That's not a good thing. Cause all they gotta do is draw with us, Not draw with us, because that's not a good thing. We need this win tonight. We need the win tonight.
Yeah. You should have had this win tonight.
Wait, I'm looking at the penalty again. I'm telling you, every time I see the penalty, I get upset. I must admit.
Yeah.
No, it's not the first miss, It's the rebound.
Yeah, that's.
So they're showing the penalty again on Fox. They're showing it over and over again. The keeper's on the ground. That's hard to miss. It's hard to miss.
Yeah.
And I know people think I beat Bailey, but I'm telling you, Andre, I watched him play up close. 3 games. I was on the same side he was playing, and I switched locations to go on his side of the field. Watch him up close and personal. I was the only person in the stadium in Orlando say he should be replaced. Even though he was being really poor, everybody thought he should be on the field and should still be playing. I was like, fine, but I don't agree with you guys. And look, it's not the kid is a bad player. He just doesn't play smart football.
Right.
He doesn't play smart football. And if you play that way continuously when you play for your national team, but you feel pressure when you play for your club team, you can't play that same way, then that's a problem. That means you have no respect for your national team.
Right.
You're not playing with the same level of, I feel pressure. Right. Until he gets on the bench, he won't feel the pressure to play better. I'm telling you. He won't feel when he have it to make the right play. He's going to try to do what he wants to do. Until he sits his butt on the bench and feel what the pine feels like for Jamaica, he won't have any respect for the national team.
Well, I'd like to hear the press conference tonight.
I don't. It's going to be the same coaches stuff, same political argument. We should have won the game. We came close. It was a bad thing that happened with Lambeek. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And you don't count the 5-6 misses the U.S. missed on a platter. The header they missed, the ball Blake saved with his foot, but he had no idea about. The one the first half which is saved. Here's a question for the coach. How many chances did you create in the entire game?
Yeah.
You played 97 minutes and you didn't create one chance from open play.
Yeah.
That's the story of the game.
Yeah.
That's the story of the game.
I think what the fan base needs to do is Bailey has quality. There's no question about that. And we see. I just mentioned we saw it before with Messi. We just need to make sure that I think with some support, he should turn it around for Jamaica. He should turn it around. I've seen him.
Let me just say this: the coach is on a recruiting trip. At some point, nobody's game is going to be comfortable.
Right.
So then you don't produce, you know where you're going to be. And if you don't like it, tough.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, you create a competitive
We don't have that today because we don't have the quality to do that. So the Antonios of the world, the Betas of the world, they're comfortable because they don't have any competition.
But that's not good. Players can be comfortable. They cannot be. They cannot be. If you
Like tonight, he changed Antonio, and look, he's played a lot of football, but they all play a lot of football. He could have made some changes earlier. The legs were gone, as you could see. They were gone from early second half because we couldn't keep up with it. The U.S. stepped up the tempo, and we didn't match their progress.
And the U.S. is normally very fit, so.
But they are. But you know what, Andre? In today's football, you rest on offense.
Right.
You don't rest on defense. You rest on offense. And if you have 70%, you're resting a lot. Because then you can press. Because when you have the ball, as you know, you don't feel any pressure. You don't feel tired. You have the ball. When you don't have the ball, your legs feel heavy. And the legs were real heavy tonight.
It's Leighton is saying Jamaica can still top the group. That is true. We just have to beat the hell out of Trinidad.
So Ricardo says, Kronke, what you say? Tapa should return. Tapa just win JPL, you know. Yeah, Tapa should stay to JPL and win JPL. First of all, the most important thing a coach can do to me in international football is recruit.
Right.
If you have the ability to recruit, that's the most important thing, as far as I'm concerned, is recruiting. Because you don't have a lot of time to coach. You have to manage. So how do I recruit and how do I game manage? And Tapa wasn't recruiting anybody except local players who weren't at the right level. Because if the coach can bring in all these English players and still bring in more, why weren't we doing that before? What has changed for this to happen except the coach?
I think might be the support from the JFF.
No, it's not JFF. JFF is incompetent. They've always been incompetent. We'll always be incompetent.
Yeah, it just be the coach deciding, you know, he want the best players and of who's available. Because there's always been conversation about there are lots of players available to represent Jamaica, and it hasn't been happening, you know. So, but
look, I mean, here's the thing. So if you're in the UK, you're a Premier League footballer, and you see this performance, you want to be part of that? People don't realize what the implication of these things are, you know. You were a second-rate US team when we have 5 Premier League footballers on our field, and some playing championship football, and others playing in other parts of Europe, and the US has a bunch of MLS players, and we don't have a good view of MLS if we're in the UK, and they walk us out of the park. Do you want to come join this and get your reputation soiled?
We got to start watching the MLS in the region so that we can understand it.
I know I don't watch MLS football, so I will admit I don't watch MLS football.
Yeah,
and I have Apple. I have a package with Apple, so I can watch every game. I don't watch MLS football.
Yeah, you probably. I would encourage you to watch a few games. Watch, you know, the likes of Atlanta United and you know, on the East Coast. So there's a few teams.
I keep hearing this thing about Jamaica has 2 to 5 training sessions, and that's the reason.
Yeah, that's not.
That has nothing to do with you controlling the ball and passing it to your teammate.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that.
Most international windows, the coach get 3-4 days to prepare the teams.
That's why they get to prepare, of course. Yeah. You bring over your club form to international football. That's what you do. That's all you do. And the coach may have some system he wants to play. That's it. You want to play 4-3-2-1. You want to play 3-4-3, whatever it is. That's it. There's no this whole thing. International football. How many international football coaches? He's a great coach.
Yeah.
You hear about any international coach being a great coach. You hear Guardiola's great. You hear Klopp is great. You hear Mourinho's great. Have you heard about this great international coach?
Well, sometimes it turns out to be some of these same guys, you know.
No, but what happened to international coaches? They say they're great managers.
Right.
Or they manage people. It's all about managing people. It's always talking about managing people.
Right.
It's not no great coach, you have this system, you come up with new inventive ideas. None of that. You're managing people. You got to manage egos. You got to manage personalities. You got to pick the right team. You got to know where to make changes. Yeah,
get the players to perform so they can get results.
So all right, Andre, I'm gonna call the night, Andre, because I am not happy. You know what, Andre? I spent this entire week. I even gonna buy my new jersey. I went to 40 the Adidas store at 46 on Fifth Avenue. I was in there Thursday. I gotta get my jersey. It fit really well. I felt good. I came to the game tonight saying I can show up, and I got shown up. That's what happened.
So let me tell you, I promise you, and you got to trust me on this one, because I did predict it with N11, right? So you got to trust me, right? The Jamaica national team will make you proud. Don't worry, you didn't buy the shirt.
Yeah.
It may take a little. It may take a little bit, but it would happen. It would happen.
So Josh said, "Is Scolari a great national coach?" No, Scolari had a bunch of Brazilian players who make him look great. You know, great national coach. You had a bunch of Brazilian players who walk people off the park. Of course, it's gonna look good. It's the players. It's the players. It's the players. It's not the coach. Sorry.
All right, man.
All right. Have a good night. Hey, thanks everyone for joining us.
Yes.
Really appreciate it. It's been a really interesting evening. You've heard my rant because I'm frustrated. Don't take up. This is not management. I'm only a guest. So if I'm the guest, your management will return to this post. So don't leave because of me. And hit the like button if you like ranting. Hit the like button when you're way out. If you like me ranting about our performance tonight, which was not good, do not walk away to people with a great performance. Tell them we're a bunch of good players with quality, with brand name, with reputation, but it hasn't manifested itself on the field, and we need to do better if we want to progress deep into this tournament. So thanks for joining us. Appreciate your company. Please return. I would promise not to rant as much next time. Andre, appreciate the company. It was great. Hit the like button on your way out. Peace out. Andre, any final words?
Same here. I enjoyed your company as well. Guys, tomorrow 3:30 p.m. Trinidad versus St. Kitts.
Yes, please. Please support Trinidad to draw the game and not to win.
Well, at least it's not to lose.
You call a draw for us. It was you and your goat bot saying it's a draw, and it worked out exactly the same. So you know what? We want to return the favor. 1-1 with St. Kitts and Trinidad.
The King Javs wants to know what's my prediction for Wednesday. I'll save that until after the game tomorrow.
So I had to tell Everton this. I'm gonna put this Everton up. I tell you this, Everton. A bunch of the U.S. players he played Mexico the other day, playing the EPL, or playing the top leagues, and they walked Mexico off the park. The Pulisic, the Reina looked like he was the best player in the world. Destroyed the Mexican. Pulisic, Balogun looked good. Pulisic looked good. Musa looked good. And they didn't play with Des. They did play with Des against Mexico. But against Canada, they still looked good. McKinney got a red. Des got a red. But even with those off the field, they still look good. So we can't use the long season as an excuse for not being able to keep the ball in the entire game. Yeah, I could see you say they're tired next second half and they can't keep the ball. They can keep the ball for the entire game.
Well,
so anyway.
See you guys.
Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Take care.
Take care, buddy.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right.